What?
What's up, everybody? Welcome. What was that, PB? What was that? Why does everybody have like a brain fart when I start the show? I do it the same every week. I don't understand.
I coughed before we started because I got it out of the way. All right,
What's happened?
Well, it's because he said, "Here we go," and then I started waving, and nobody did anything, and then it was like 10 seconds of nothing. So I was like,
It wasn't even like 2 seconds of nothing.
Oh man.
Sitting here watching TV, going like,
what?
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is Tablestory Identity Crisis, believe it or not. If you are intrigued by hand gestures, we've got plenty of those so far today. There will probably be more happening. Also, if you require any pronouns of any kind, Dan will be happy to assist you. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Welcome to the show, everybody.
For reference, I asked Dan to keep me up to date on what happened last week.
It was better without the reference. It was better.
Okay, then I won't explain it then. We're good. We're good. There you go. Nothing. You heard nothing.
Let's leave them wondering. Let's leave them wondering.
Quesadilla burger.
I know, right? That shit looks
It
good.
was
So
It
fucking
was
good.
so
That,
good. It
You're
was so
you're
good.
welcome. You're welcome, Dan.
my
Thank you.
God.
I mean, like, I've shaved. That's a solid. Like, that's like you should call those like a week burger, right? Because it shaves a week off the end of your life. Just call it a week burger.
Nice. Nice.
I just saw it.
There you go. You just rocked Vio's world. Look at that.
That's like a 1/3 pound burger, maybe a 1/2 pound burger there.
Vio's
another
like,
Oh.
I dropped the shit out of that burger.
I mean, I made the horchata shake along with it, you know.
I dropped it in my mouth.
Hey, Goobers.
Yo. Where's the Yogurgency account?
Someone
Get out
came
the
into my chat today. Nicro AJ came into my chat today and was like, "Hey, before I go, if anyone wants a recap of last week," and I was like, "Oh my God, is he just gonna spoil it?" And then he gifted a sub to Bad Yogurt. Hashtag Yogurgency.
Nice.
Oh my God.
If you guys have never seen the show before, you're probably going to be a little confused, but I promise you'll still have fun or feels or cry. Any of the above, maybe all of them. We'll see what happens tonight. It'll be interesting. But this is a superhero show. We play the Masks RPG here. We've got some lovely people and some lovely characters on this show. Why don't we go around the room and introduce them? Jay, could you please start us off?
Of course I can. Hello, everyone. I'm Jay, and I play your friendly neighborhood Bob, Kid Canuck, now the Kid Canova, Horton. That's not actually my superhero name. I just thought it was funny. I now have gravity manipulation powers, and I am now the group's Nova.
what?
So I'm still trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Oh, there's the music. Oh, okay. I was worried that my Roll20 has been broken the whole time.
Nope.
Sorry.
No,
I'm still trying to figure out my powers.
I loaded up the stream, and I forgot to load up the actual window for myself.
Oh, okay. I just thought my computer was breaking. It's been like about to on the cusp of dying lately, so. But yeah, I have no idea what I can do with my powers. So here's hoping today we can find out.
Let's wait and see. We'll wait and see. Jack, Dan, you want to go next there, bud?
Hello, I am Domestic Dan, who plays Jack Gray, Light, the superhero. He is doomed. He is dying. He is rotting from the outside in, and he makes PB sad all the time. All the time. That's his character, making everybody sad. That's what Wack introduced me as last week. Don't worry, Dan will bring you right down in the show if you thought this was a happy show.
It's all Dan's fault. If anybody's like, well, Wack, you wanted to do a lighthearted campaign. This is all Dan's fault. All of it.
I'm doomed.
I
It's because I never die. I never die in campaigns. Wack tried to kill me so much and I wouldn't die. So I let him have it this time.
You know what's funny too?
Hang on a
Is
second, Jack.
Still won't die.
Hang on a second.
I know.
I'm sorry, Dan. What did you say?
Oh no.
I said you wanted to kill my character every time, and I gave you the ability to kill me. So Whack.
But Whack, you love me. Please
Play
don't.
the music.
So Whack's gonna kill me.
No, stop
Guys,
it.
please
Stop it,
subscribe to
Dan.
the Patreon. Real quick. Appease Whack. Hashtag appease Whack.
Hashtag appease Whack.
I did this on
Offerings for
purpose.
Whack.
When I die, I will appease Whack.
Oh my God, stop it.
I can add it to my kill count that I have secretly.
I'm doing that for you.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't have been surprised if you did. To be fair.
Yeah.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that. Yes. So we do need the appropriate music though for Blight. Yes. So you were playing the doomed character,
Yeah.
Jack Gray.
Vitality absorption, memory manipulation, superhuman strength and speed. He is the son of Dr. James Gray. He's not a good guy. He's not a good guy. He's not a good guy. We've had a lot of insight into that, both public and on a different scene we didn't know about. He's just not good. So that's me.
Not a nice guy. Not a nice guy. Goobers.
Hi! Hello, everybody! Wait, I'll wait for my music. Hi, everybody! My name's Goobers, but today I'm going to be playing Sam Washington, otherwise known as the Phonic Fighter, here to protect people and puke his guts out when he eats bad yogurt.
It's better than diarrhea.
Well, that's very true. I got rid of it early. So, hello, everybody. I play Sam Washington. He is a star and has a current Twitter follower count of 17,103 followers. You better believe it. More than me on Twitter. So please go follow him on real Twitter because he's actually got one. It's called Phonic Fighter. Yeah, Sam Washington, I'm a loud guy IRL and in-game. So prepare yourselves because the Phonic Fighter is back!
Hooray! Phonic Fighter's tagline: "It's better than diarrhea."
Oh.
I mean, not wrong, I guess. It just depends on what it is, but I'll take it.
No, that's the tagline that showed up after the Phonic Floater. PB.
Hello, I'm Pumpkinberry. I am playing Estrella.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
What? Oh.
Wait.
Yeah,
We
wait
got.
for
Wait.
Wait.
I gotta
wait.
think up. What's the
Wait.
appropriate
What?
music?
Wait.
What's
Wait.
the
Okay.
appropriate music to go
Wait.
along with
Oh
Estrella?
yeah, because you're not
Wait.
a robot anymore.
You don't get.
I know.
I'm
waiting.
I'm trying to think.
Come on!
I'm thinking.
I've got a meeting!
Fucking Boston, man.
I'm thinking. Boston.
Dude, that's out
just
here.
turn
That's
on Boston.
everywhere out here, man.
Really?
Yeah. There's a lot of places that have that voice.
Have what?
Ooh,
We're talking about the, like, I thought
Wait.
it was Boston when you hit the crosswalk thing and it goes, wait. Yeah, for like
Wait.
10 seconds.
Wait.
Yep. We out here, we have some places have those, but out in Washington and Seattle specifically, a lot of places are bird chirps.
Yeah, the chirp or the.
Adorable.
That one's
What?
awful.
I wish I wasn't lying. There's a crosswalk noise that does that.
It's
Is that
just
for
like-
don't cross?
No, it's for you can cross now.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's really awful.
Is that
It's
Mikey Wack?
obnoxious.
This is your music, yes.
Oh God. Okay. You're gonna make me. Okay. All right.
What am I
Yeah,
gonna
turn it
do? It's music, PB, for fuck's
It's
sake.
making me emotional. Okay. I'm Pumpkinberry and I play Estrella. She was an android created by Jack's dad, the not so good guy, if you'll remember from a couple of minutes ago. And then a couple of episodes ago, Jack actually did some crazy superpower and turned her into kind of half organic, half robotic being. So she's cyborg. Yeah, but she's not technically like human. Like her veins just turn into wires. So I don't know. She's like a new being altogether, which is super exciting. And she adores Jack and does not want him to die. So this is going to be great. This is going to be great.
This is fine.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
This is fine. That's all I got. Thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited to play. Theo.
It's going to be fine.
Tagging you in.
Hello.
Vio. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I like
sing
this
it
one.
this song.
It's edgy. I like it. Oh wait, what? Not as edgy. Okay. Fine.
This is my generic high school music that I play.
Yeah.
I guess you're just a generic high schooler. Well,
Yes, totally unassuming.
That's baseline though.
Anyways, hi, I'm Vio. I played reformed character Lucy Copper Anderson. I just joined the group and they don't really know much about me. And all they know is that I possess pyrokinesis, and that's about it.
You're a bit quiet, Vio.
Am I? What
Yeah.
the?
Is your mic?
Hello.
Ooh.
Is this better?
No?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Right there.
Just played. Role play tonight.
You guys want to do some identity crimes?
Can I roll Frank Whack?
The closer we go, the funnier it gets. Get
We role play normally.
Should the mic be inside? Should the mic be inside my nostril? In my nose.
What
Yes.
have I done?
I don't know. Tables 2 Moonducks in the chat. This episode's called ASMR warning. That's what this episode is.
yeah, well, there's a tag for that.
Oh,
Hooray.
Dan, I think I can see the salt on your breath. It's beautiful.
Vio,
Yeah.
do you want to finish before we so rudely interrupted you?
That was it.
Oh, I didn't hear.
well, they didn't hear half of it.
I didn't
so-
hear half of it.
Sorry. I was saying that, hi, I'm Vio. I'm playing the reformed character Lucy Copper Anderson. I just joined the group, and all that they know about me so far is that I possess pyrokinesis, and yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me think of Sonic the Hedgehog when they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
No? Anybody?
I have no idea.
No.
I've always done that.
Okay
So,
then.
Anyway.
In the last episode, we had a few interesting moments. It was supposed to be a filler episode, but then it got all crazy and serious. And I'm not going to point out any specific individuals that may have had certain emotional reactions, perhaps some crying and such, a little
I
bit.
don't have my tissues.
That's a good way for us to intro the show.
Oh.
I don't have my tissues. It could mean a lot of things, I guess.
Yeah. You don't have your
Have your
tissues.
tissues,
They could
guys.
be for crying because of sadness or crying from laughter. Time to roll the dice.
Writing down Tablestory branded tissues for us to start selling.
Oh, that dude.
It just
That's
has
our
my
emote.
crying
That's
face
our
on it.
emote. That's our emote.
Tables 2 tissues.
Tables, 2 tissues. Yeah.
Tables 2 tissues.
Good call. Good call.
If we get tired of the feels emote, we get tissues. So last episode, the characters had a little bit of time to sort of get themselves together at Cinco Muchachos, the sort of horrible fast food located in Halcyon City, a sort of just basically a slam together of burgers and Mexican food. And
Jay, that means 5 guys.
Yeah, duh. We all knew
Jay,
that.
I saw that
Yeah,
clip.
we
dude.
all knew that.
I was busy puking my guts out. I still saw that. Shit.
Everyone knew that. All right, then everyone. Or what you're telling me.
While that was going on, Jack and Sid had a bit of a moment. He learned that Sid is not doing so well after his infection with, after its namesake, the Blight. And he's not doing well. He said that he thinks he only has a few months left to live. And the group tried to, initiate Lucy into things. They introduced Lucy to the training room at Bad Rats, namely Mrs. Ferguson and a very, very large-looking gentleman that was with her. A pretty big, burly-looking dude. And
Miss Ferguson got a boy toy?
She's
hope
Mrs.
so.
Ferguson,
We
so
hope so.
she is married.
It's not even
Oh,
a
is it
boy.
Mr.
That's like-
Ferguson?
It's Mrs. Ferguson. That's her name. So she has a husband of some kind or a wife.
Did she say
Spouse.
this was?
No.
she hasn't
No.
said
Right,
anything.
that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. She didn't say anything.
we
So.
just did.
I just want to let you know.
Listen, I don't judge. Okay, it's your life.
I suspect that person was one of the people she lost in that group. Otherwise, she wouldn't be so crotchety. This is just my guess.
Ooh.
That's my headcanon
Head
until
over
we
to
find out otherwise.
the
Sorry.
Tablestory Discord theory crafting channel, guys.
God.
Also, if you are curious about what the Halcyon City map looks like, I have recently put together a Frankenstein map of Halcyon City. Now,
I've been waiting so long for this.
I need to explain that it doesn't work perfectly because it's not isometric. So it doesn't line up all perfectly in city skylines. It's rounded, so there's different perspectives on the buildings and stuff, and roads look like they just don't match up and stuff like that. But the important spots are all there and whatnot, and that is available on the Patreon. So
Fuck, I'm not so to the Patreon. How much do I owe you?
I'll just give it to you guys. It's okay.
No.
What
No,
tier
I
is
have
that?
to. There are rules.
It's
That's
a
hammered.
$25 tier.
25.
Yeah.
Aha. That's not too bad for
That's-
crazy backstory stuff
That's
that you
the
put together manually with your sweat and blood and tears.
that's the that's the
It's gonna be one of those episodes, is it?
yeah, I'm not even gonna be able to get words out.
Damn pronouns. Sorry.
It's gonna be it's the tier basically where we have the DM stuff, where you have a lot of stuff from various shows. We've got maps, we've got cannibalized campaigns, we've got all different stuff at that tier. So anyway.
Oh, there was one other thing to mention, if you wanted, which is that there is a fan group at the rival school of this show in the Tablestory Discord. They're starting up a show. Somebody's going to DM and they're going to be at a rival school and they're just going to kind of like follow
Get
along.
the fuck out of here.
No, I'm not kidding.
That's the coolest shit I've ever heard.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh!
And I already agreed that I would come on as a guest, not as Estrella per se, but I would come on. So if you guys are interested in playing with other fans of the show, check out that the Looking for Group channel. All the information's in there.
God.
That is so cool.
Mhm.
It's in the
McGee-
Tablestory Identity Crisis Discord. The
Tablestory LFG.
Yep.
LFG. Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's the rival school, the McGee High School people. Yep, still on Cliffside Heights there, near Cliffside Heights, right nearby.
So cool, man.
The rival school. So when we last left off our players, I believe that Copper was about to be introduced to the training simulator. So, Mrs. Ferguson and this large, burly-looking dude. He looks like he's got like muscles underneath a dad bod, yeah, there's an atmosphere in here. It feels a little intimidating, Lucy. Mrs. Ferguson is crossing her arms along with this large fellow next to her. She's looking at you and she says, "So, you think you can be part of this team?"
Yes. Yes, I can. I believe I can do this. Yeah.
Are you
Looks pretty intense.
ready to test that theory?
Are we gonna start?
I feel like the rest of you know what's about to happen. You have experienced it yourselves.
By the way, clarification. Where
Right.
where am I in this situation? Am I here?
You're
Am I-
not here right now.
Okay.
No.
Am I still nursing my concussion or what's up?
Yeah. You've essentially been like relegated to your room, and you've been like sending tweets out and trying to contact Estrella because it was Estrella's first experience at Cinco Muchachos. It's your favorite junk food spot. I mean, this is where you devote most of your life.
You told me to get a churro. It was you were very insistent. It was maybe 50
You
text
told her-
messages on why the churro would be perfect.
You told her
after-
to chug the churro chocolate because that's what you always do.
It was not a good experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also don't even think you've seen her. Well, like you were concussed when you saw her in
I was
Houston.
really fucked up.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
So you might not even quite understand how she's able to eat.
I kind of like flipped
Yeah.
gravity around too, so I made your concussion probably a little worse that day.
It was unintentional. He didn't know what he was
Whoa.
doing.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, didn't he bomb it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's like real life.
It was like real life.
We tried.
So, yeah, all of you are probably cringing a bit, like tensing up. You can feel your muscles burning with lactic acid at her mention of the training room. It has basically been your lives for like the last few weeks as you have been trying very hard to pass your full hero exams in preparation for them, I should say. And yeah, she looks at you. She looks at you, Lucy, and she says, "So what should we call you?"
You can call me, and I take this like little thing out of my pocket, and it's like a little ball of copper, and I'm like, you can call me Copper, because, yeah, just Copper works. And I just put it back in my pocket. My heart's still pounding, and I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, yeah. Am I still too quiet?
Yeah, I feel like you're not talking into your mic. That's kind of what it sounds like.
I blame the cats. Okay, this should be better. I'll just.
Yep, much
Okay.
better.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
So, this large man next to Mrs. Ferguson has a sort of scowl on his face, and he whispers in a super deep voice,
You sure she won't get crushed?
Crushed? What does he mean with crushed?
without removing the scowl from his face. She should be fine.
Recognize him at all?
I don't think any of you have met this person, no.
No. Are we allowed to tell her, Miss Ferguson, or no?
No.
I have no idea.
Will you introduce us to this gentleman?
She raises an eyebrow and looks at you.
Not met him before, I don't think.
And she says, "What do you mean?"
He's here, and we don't know who he is. But... No?
He says,
I don't care. Go ahead and tell her.
"This is my husband."
It's good to meet you, Mr. Ferguson.
Wow, yeah. Hello.
They
You guys,
both have no expression on their face, like at all, just a scowl.
Well, you guys were made for each other.
He's like six. He's like 6'6". He probably weighs like 350 pounds. He's huge. He's way bigger than her. At least 3 times the size.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
How did you two meet? Yeah, never mind. Too much, my bad.
Anyways, I'm ready to go. To get crushed.
I don't think we're getting crushed.
She might be. Come on. She turns around and starts to walk down the hall. Her husband starts to follow her, and he says, "Do
you think that she'll be okay? I mean,
who knows?" It just kind of like echoes off of the hall as you walk down the hallway.
This is fine.
Yeah, keep on your toes.
You guys are all probably like, you guys are used to this. She does this all the time. This is part of the training.
But we could assume that like crushed is like those pillars pinning us against a wall again or something, not like
something.
She's alluding to or what he alluded to, which is like I'm gonna step on you.
I'm just
like
picturing the husband just like stepping on me, literally just crushing me.
Oh, okay. This is
okay. Calm down.
So, you guys make your way to the back room where she pushes aside a crate that's sort of connected to the floor on a track, and it's you see stairs going down into some sort of sub-basement, and lights, like fluorescent lights, are lit up along the wall. A sort of old school feel about this place as you as they walk down the stairs.
Yeah, there's no arcade machines down here, Lucy. Yeah, it's okay. You'll be good. It's all right.
Yeah, shielding is a good call in here. Just that. Tip.
Will you guys help me if things go bad?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we're a team.
We're supposed to be a team.
So you won't just let me get crushed. Just
No, that's not.
Yeah,
No.
no.
Okay.
I have to evaluate her skills first. You just hear
Okay,
Mrs.
so-
Ferguson like walking down the hall.
Oh,
All right, so
no.
I guess that's what we're gonna have to do first.
Yeah, okay, we can't help you there.
She won't kill you. Know that.
Oh, lovely.
You'll be fine.
Okay,
Yeah, it's okay.
let's get started then.
Do you have some sort of superhero attire that you wear?
Yeah, actually, I just cover myself in copper usually.
Mhm.
That's my armor. It's kind of like my why? Do I need it?
I just want to make sure we don't want to get any blood on it.
Oh.
She heads into this sort of like lab looking type area. it looks like something like out of the 1960s. She's got, you can see like all these alembics and chemistry type looking equipment. There's what appeared to be strange symbols and things drawn on a chalkboard, littered about, lots of notes and things all about this. And she says, Jim, can you show her the way inside?
Okay, babe.
And he walks over to this unassuming door past the lab into a hallway. The hallway itself is kind of evidence as how big this room is. He opens the door. He just inclines his head into the door. It's kind of dark in there.
So, should I walk in or? Okay, I just like quickly just like move past him and just scurry away, far away from it into the room. I'm ready for whatever's next.
Good luck.
Thanks.
This man named Jim, her husband, walks into the room with you, closes the door behind him.
Oh.
Are we in the viewing area?
You are.
Great.
What are his powers, Miss Ferguson?
Guessing being huge is one of them.
She's just kind of, I think she's just kind of like straightening up the area a little bit, and she's starting to get some stuff set up. You can see she's got like this ancient-looking control panel on her end, and she doesn't respond to you at all.
No.
There's zero response. She's just flipping some levers and things, pushing buttons. You guys can hear stuff starting to like whir up, like.
That sounds familiar.
Sounds are echoing in the darkness. You can see this wane light sort of just bleeding in from the doorway. Just a very low ambient light. Then some red lights come on in this large space in here. As Jim is illuminated, he's like, you can see he's doing some stretches, like he's twisting his waist, and like he's moving his like massive arms, like he's doing this, you know, like trying to get the joints all limber. You hear like, and just loud finger cracking, and he's twisting his head. You can see he's like bending down, like touching his toes. Yeah. And he's checking his hamstrings. You know, he's stretching out real good, leaning. He's this big guy.
Fuck out of you. Like,
he's this.
About to go All Might on you.
He's this big dude, and he's just kind of like bending over. You can see he's pretty limber. And he says,
You ready for this?
Da-na-na.
Yes,
Good.
I'm ready.
Babe, turn it on.
oh fuck, music change.
So you start to hear things whir up. As you do, looking at Jim, he gets an even more serious look on his face. he starts to like shake out his hands, and just for a second, you see what looks like to be some kind of. It looks like you think it's sweat. You think it's sweat that just starts to like bead off of him, but then you realize like some kind of liquid starts coming out from his pores and starts to like cover his clothes and his body, and he starts to get like this crazy looking sort of costumes that starts to form out of his flesh, and you can see him kind of shaking it off. It's this kind of like old school spandex kind of look that he's got going on. If you have to reckon it, if you have to like recall any other hero, it's probably close to like Sam's outfit, like the Phonic Fighter, like big colorful spandex that he's got going on. And yeah, you can see he's like really muscly and toned and stuff, except he's got like this dad bod over the top of it. So he's got these giant like thick arms and big fucking hamstrings, and he looks burly as fuck. He's got like this mask that's appeared now on his face, and you start to hear everything just kind of whir up and turn on, and the room starts to change. You can see the sort of floor start to move, like stuff starts to move around, like hills start to form inside this place, and you hear Mrs. Ferguson's voice come across the like speaker.
Babe, is everything ready?
Good to go.
Let's do this.
And yeah, you can see that there's these pedestals that start rising up. 6 pedestals start to form up around the room at various uneven intervals. The room is pretty big. You can see it's probably about the size of a football field down here. Huge. And he starts to, you can see like he's starting to kind of start to like move around like a little bit. You can see like he's kind of bouncing around almost like a tennis player does. And you see lights come down from the ceiling, sort of like a racetrack, like a red to a green kind of progression on the lights. And Mrs. Ferguson says,
The first one to reach each of the lights gets a point. You can use your powers.
and you can see that he starts to, he's like running around. Like, it's really weird. Like, you're like staring at him and he's just kind of running around. As he does, though, you can see that he's kind of he puts his pace heading straight towards one of the walls, and she says, 3, 2, 1, go. He smashes full on into the wall, and as he does, you hear this large like, and his face comes out from the other side of his body, basically reversing his position on his body, and he just starts running super fucking fast. He takes off. Like, he just splatted against the wall and boom.
Oh my God.
And Mrs. Ferguson said,
My husband used to be known as Super Ball.
Done!
he takes off. He starts flying towards the first pedestal. What are you doing?
Whew, okay, first of all, first I just look at him and I like realize, okay, shit, I have to go. And first thing I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna take out the ball from my pocket and I'm gonna make it, or I'm gonna turn it into like this the shield where I can kind of like hold in front of me, right? Second thing, how far ahead of me is he right now?
He's fucking fast. He shot across the room. He's pretty close to the first pedestal already.
Okay, so I'm gonna stomp my foot on the ground and I'm gonna make the floor just catapult me forwards, just like a fucking, like
dope
metal.
Okay, so yeah, you change like the part of the metal floor, I guess, to launch you forward, trying to get yourself more momentum. He's really fast, but go ahead and give me your unleash your powers, please.
Oh.
Unleash your powers.
Here we go.
Wait, what's my normal?
It's freak.
Okay.
First boss of the night, guys.
Boss.
9.
Yes!
Okay, so on a
I
9.
need to stop the ball.
On a 9, you unleash your powers. Mark a condition, or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. I think I'm gonna say that this is an unstable condition. I don't think I'm gonna give you a. I don't think I'm gonna give you a condition, rather.
Okay.
So you launch yourself, but you totally misjudge it. This guy is hauling ass, and you just say, "Oh Jesus, I gotta catch him!" And you just launch yourself way too fast. You are flying. You go sailing past him. He's like, and his powerful legs are just like bounding across, like he's on the moon or something. And
at any point, am I above him at all?
Totally.
Totally. Okay, so can I jump in here real fast?
Yeah, you're flying. You've seen you're going way too fast.
So right as I'm above him, can I just try and put up a huge from the ground again a barrier of just a huge wall barrier to stop him so he just face plants into it?
Sure. Go ahead and give me your give me a danger roll. I think directly engage.
Okay. Boom.
An 8. Okay. An 8 on a directly engaged threat. On a hit, trade blows. On a 7 to 9, pick one. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I'll get hit.
Okay. So I think what happens is he smacks into the wall, but he has some sort of ability. He shifts his weight as he impacts the wall. This is what his special ability is. So his control of his sort of center of gravity as this person, as this hero, is his strength. So he adjusts his center of gravity. So he hits the wall that you set up, but he comes off at an angle that just kind of shocks you. He heads right for you. And collides. Boom! Smack, dab. He's got 350 pounds behind him. Bam! Smacks right into you.
Right before he hits me, can I take my shield and put it in front of me?
No, you are trading blows. So you resist or avoid their blows. That was your choice.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I think what happens is you get the shield up in time. Whoop, and you just go cascading, flying off as he hits you with so much momentum and force that you get slammed right into the wall. You've positioned the copper well enough that you don't take any serious damage, but the wind has sort of been knocked out of you. He's now rebounded, using you as a rebound to head towards the first platform. You can see it light up. First platform is his.
Okay. Oh god. Okay. So I'm guessing I'm dizzy, right? I'm at least a little bit dizzy from getting hit from that.
No, you have no conditions on you. You've just gotten the wind knocked out of you. So you take a deep breath for a second, but
okay. How far am I from the next or from the closest?
The next closest one is kind of at an odd angle. You can see that the ground has been shifted in a way where it's sort of horizontal.
Okay.
I'd say it's probably I'd say it's probably about 50 feet away from you. He's rebounded in kind of an awkward way, but he has like gotten himself righted, and he's making his way towards the next one. You can see him taking these like long ass strides, like boom, boom.
And I'm against the wall right now, right?
Yep.
Okay, I immediately just like once I get myself together again, I just from the wall make the wall push me this time, but not too hard so I can't like grasp myself, but enough so that I can kind of like I also create like a little like metal sheet under my feet, and I kind of just use that like a skating board. Does that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Does that kind of
you want to
make
make like a sled, basically, kind of. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
So I'm using the wall to like push me forward, so I'm kind of like just.
Okay.
Going towards that now.
Unleash your powers.
Oh God, please!
Oh, that's an 11.
Yes.
Oh!
That's an 11. Okay. So yeah, you hit the wall like. Take a deep breath, and then like the copper spins around like flies underneath your feet, and just as you're starting to like fall down, the copper sort of forms into like this sled-like longboard skateboard, and you just like fly off. You create like a little ramp for yourself off the wall, so you just go launch yourself off in the air. Your ramp sends you flying towards the next platform. You can see Super Ball is almost there, but you land hitting the next platform.
Damn!
Mine.
You land just in front of him, and you can hear him sort of say,
Nice move.
I don't say anything.
Yeah, he then starts to. You can see he's got he's reached the platform. You're ahead of him maybe by like 10 feet or so, probably heading towards the next platform. This one is on the ceiling. But as he approaches the pedestal where the switch was, he grabs it and he starts doing like a loop around the pedestal. He's gaining centrifugal force as he does so, and you can see he like as soon as he raises up as high as he can, he lets go, flying up into the air, and then he sort of sinks down into himself, and he sort of like gets like real wide, right? And he collides with the ground,
Right,
slamming
as he
forward.
collides, can I put a barrier over him? Like right as he hits the ground, before he like jumps off or whatever, can I try and like put a huge, just not a huge, but like, well, I guess huge because he's huge.
Directly
like-
engage, please. Roll plus your danger.
Oh God! Yes!
9.
Oh my God!
Good rolls.
Okay.
Yes, these are good.
On a
Do we have
hit.
team points?
There's no team here. No.
We're watching.
Super Bowl is going down. Okay.
I sent a tweet.
I can control gravity.
Can you make him just stay in place?
You say this out loud. Mrs. Ferguson
No.
just kind of slowly like turns her head towards you.
I was just remembering.
This
Again.
is supposed to be. We are supposed to be a team, Miss Ferguson. I don't see how subjecting her to this by herself is very helpful.
He's analyzing what she can do.
But you are the teacher, not I.
Yeah, I love tobogganing too, by the way. I'm glad she likes it.
Are you all right, Bob?
Yeah, I meant Copper. She's tobogganing to sled.
I love
I
that
don't
the
know what- I
music
don't-
died right
I
there.
I don't know what sledding is.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, I'll show you later.
Okay.
So, Super Ball flies straight up into the air, bounding at breakneck speed, flying up, and you try to put up a wall. What would you like to do? On a hit, you trade blows 7 to 9. Resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, press surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I want to take something from him.
Okay.
Maybe something to like make it more difficult for him to, do his shit.
Okay. Yeah, I think you take away his angle of opportunity here. Yeah, so essentially what you do is you get a wall up. He's moving really fast, so it's not like exactly where you want it. You're probably trying to make it exactly like perpendicular to his angle, so he's like just gets sent right back where he came, but it's off a little bit. He bounds off to the right this time, towards the other side of the field, and he bounces off. You have also lost your momentum, however, as now with your shield and everything, you're just starting to like, oh shit, like you've sort of taken some of the copper away. You don't have yourself righted, and you're starting to like get sent back down to the ground.
Oh god. Can I create from whatever copper I have left some kind of like gliding, like, all right, microphone, some kind of gliding like sheets?
Sure. You want to create like a copper hang glider?
Oh yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay. Sure. Give me an unleash your powers.
Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, buzz, 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 buzz.
Oh my god! So what ends up happening is you realize like, oh shit, like I didn't think of the next part, and then you're starting to like fly towards the ground. It's like coming up really fast, and the copper is like, you're trying to create just a solid sheet, and it's like taking longer than you anticipate. You see the ground like rushing up closer and closer to you, and by that time you just barely managed to get the hang glider set up. So you just make like a huge upturn, flying up towards the ceiling, doing spins as you do so. You arrive at the next pedestal, hitting the next pedestal. You've got 2, 3 are left. He has 1, and now you can see that Mr. Ferguson has given up on that previous pedestal. He's already on his way to the next one. He knew that you would be getting that one, so he's heading to the next one. You can see that the next one is actually in a different area. It is all the way on the furthest wall of this space. On the very distant wall, you can see that there appears to be some sort of it appears to be like something. There's like some sort of mist or something ahead. You can see like this mist sort of forming all around the area. You can just see the light of the pedestal to give you an indication of where it could be. Beyond the mist, you can see that there is this light. Mr. Ferguson, Super Ball, is heading straight towards it, and he's making a good pace. He gave up on that last pedestal. He's going for this next one. He's ahead of you.
Okay.
What do you do?
Is this... So, just to be clear, what are the rules here? Do I have to get as many as I can or more than him?
She just said that the goal was to hit as many pedestals as you can.
Okay.
You might have already won. Or maybe you can't win at this point. Who knows?
Yeah, right? Just like, do I just ignore that? Do I go for the other ones? I don't know. How far ahead of me is he right now?
I'd say distance from you to the pedestal is probably, say, 150 feet. He's at least 50 feet ahead of you.
Damn.
He saw you going for that last pedestal, and since he got knocked off course, he gave up on it, and he went to the next one.
Okay, I'm gonna chase him. Because I don't want him to get another one. Trying to think of... The only way I can really get momentum is by keep pushing myself off the floor. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But this time I'm gonna...
Well, this last pedestal was on the ceiling. It was kind of a pedestal that was... Yeah. So you sort of slapped it with your hand as you flew by on your hang glider, twirling.
Yeah. So I'm still on the hang glider, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I see where he's like going, and I try to like angle myself towards him, and I'm still gliding. So how far off the ground am I right now?
30 feet.
Okay, so I'm just gonna nosedive, get as much speed as I can, but like not a dangerous speed, and I'm gonna try and get whatever I can around me to create some roller skates for my feet with like my hands. Does that work?
There's a Jackie Chan movie where he wears the most ridiculous rollerblade attire that I can possibly imagine. He's got
Googling as we speak.
Yeah, Goobers.
Jackie Chan roller suit.
I can't believe you've never seen this before, Goobers.
Oh, it's the full. Yeah. That's the full. Those suits are actually really cool. They're actually. It's a whole thing. It's ridiculous.
Oh my god, I want.
Really cool.
Yeah, those are real. Those are real things.
People could rent those and do that.
Yep.
Dude, I'd never be scared of falling again.
So yeah, you try to make yourself some kind of hand roller skates or just like roller skates in general?
Let's say just roller skates in general and maybe something on my knee as well, just in case like I fall forwards, right?
Okay.
Because it's a lot of fucking speed.
Yeah. I think this is a danger roll as opposed to a freak because you're trying to sort of you're trying to pull off a difficult maneuver here as opposed to really going crazy with your powers.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard when I'm in the air, right? Okay. Please don't make fuck.
That's a 6.
Oh, the first fail.
It had to happen eventually. It had to happen eventually.
Though.
Yep, you can go ahead and mark potential. And that looks like your last one for that one.
That's my last one,
yeah. So think about your next advancement. These are now cleared, but you have earned yourself an advancement. You just empty it now and make sure you add something under advancement just so you know that you have to make one.
Okay, yeah.
And you try to make these roller skates and hit the ground softly. It doesn't work out for you. You're going to take a powerful blow. Go ahead and roll plus your conditions, please. As you try to get the roller skate set up, you misjudge the angle. Oh, you misjudge the angle of the hang glider. That's good. And you totally hit the ground way harder than you're expecting, knocking the wind out from yourself, but you sort of like killed your momentum more than anything. You make these roller skates, and they're only like half formed by the time you hit the ground. You're not able to kind of change the angle before it happens. You hear the pedestal shortly after you crash into the ground. It's now 2-2.
Oh, fuck.
And Mr. Ferguson, a.k.a. Super Ball, bounces off the back wall, heading for the next pedestal. The next pedestal you can't seem to see in your immediate vicinity. Would you like to roll and assess the situation?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Boss!
Roll plus your superior, please.
Boss! Yeah!
Oh!
And
Oh
she
my God.
Like Super Ball back into the good rolls.
That's a 10. You get to ask 2 questions on the assess the situation on the basic moves handout.
Situation. Let's see. Okay. For sure, what here can I use to get there before he does?
Okay.
And how could we best end this quickly? I guess.
Okay.
Actually, no. What here's the biggest threat? Sorry. What here's the biggest threat about him to stop me from getting more pedestals? There we go. Yeah.
Okay. So, first question. What here can I use to get to the next pedestal the fastest? I think it's very difficult to see. You realize that the next pedestal is trapped between several obstacles. You don't initially see it. You're kind of like frantically scouring around, and then you realize that this one is kind of hidden. You can see that there appears to be sort of like these pillars on the other side of the of this training area that are sort of at various distances between each other. You can see that they go all the way from floor to ceiling, and the pedestal seems to be built into some sort of alcove with the light barely visible. The pedestal is recessed into the wall, and you can see that there is something that is obscuring it periodically. It looks like some sort of like mechanized device is blocking it periodically on some sort of like timer, basically. In terms of what you can use to get there the fastest, you've gotten your roller skates, tried to sort of get them together, but you can tell that by the time you get your roller skates set up and try to go over there, he's way faster than you are right now. Your best bet to get there as fast as possible is to, I would say, stop him. Next, what here is the biggest threat? I would say his speed right now, and the fact that he's got a wide open shot towards that next pedestal.
Yeah. Okay. I know what I want to do. I would like to create some kind of... There's a specific term for this because police use this to, slow down speeding people, blah, 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 blah. It's not like a bump, but it's like those spike things. That
Creating the nail spikes?
Out of metal from the ground. It's going to come out from the ground. It's just going to be a bunch of like little spikes. Like,
right make it, oh my God.
Okay.
Go big or
he's
go
bouncy,
home.
so hopefully it won't.
Unleash your powers.
Not tires, not feet.
She said there might be blood.
Actually, hold on.
You got a point. You got a point. I cannot argue with that at all.
Also, Lucy is a delinquent.
Yeah, she's
or no, not a delinquent. You're a reformed.
I'm
I think.
so
I think.
Exactly. So I'm not thinking about that. I'm just like, I want to stop him.
Yeah, I think unleash your powers. Roll plus your freak.
Also, just because she knew and may not remember, she assessed for this.
Oh,
you
yeah.
have a +1.
Point.
Yeah, you get a +1 for that.
I really want to see this happen. Please.
Oh,
Yes!
Oh, wow. A 10. Okay. So the spike strips.
Copper rolling like a beast.
The spike strips shoot up. You hear this sound of like, and there's like a sudden like there's a sudden slip. He's got these like really bounding strides, right? Like as he's running forward, almost like he's running on the moon. And as he does, you can see that he sees them sort of pop up, and he's a oh, and he sort of like tries to tuck himself as he sees the spikes. You can see him like veer off, basically smacking like into the wall. Boom! He bounces the wrong way, heading away from the pedestal, trying to avoid the spikes. What do you do?
I move forward. I just go straight for the pedestal, launch myself forward again, just running at it with my skates that are now fully formed. So I'm skating towards it, rather.
Okay.
Super fast.
You start to try to. Do you have rollerblades, or do you have rollers, like old school roller skates?
There's a difference.
Inline versus two.
God, you and Jay are so young.
Hey, what? Leave me out of this. All right. Just because I didn't know it was 5 guys last week.
I meant.
I know what fucking rollerblades are.
Wait, what?
Inline isn't a single line, or skates have 2 sets of wheels on each foot.
So
I'm
like
gonna go with blades, yeah. Because I think they're faster, right?
Not necessarily.
Not
Put
necessarily.
racing
yeah.
stripes on them, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, they look
No, you
cooler.
need fire to
Some
make them go
streamers
faster.
that'll make you go faster.
Everybody knows that fire makes you go faster.
And
okay?
those clickers.
True.
Ooh, and like glow tape. That'll do it too, especially at nighttime.
So-
the flashing
I don't have time
lights.
to
Yeah,
paint it
you gotta
all.
have the
Off
flashing.
you go with the rollerblades, and you make your way towards the platform. As you get closer to the pillars, you can see that there is what looks to be some sort of like metal slab inside the wall that appears to be like closing like an iris around the pedestal. It's recessed into the wall, and you can see this like light, basically where the pedestal is recessed into the wall, and the iris is just like.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm just gonna. Can I hold it open with one hand and hit it with the other? Just
You're gonna
'cause it's
physically
metal, right?
use your hand to hold it open?
Well, no, no, because it's metal, right? So I'm gonna try and like keep it from closing while I hit it.
Okay.
Please don't tell me I have to roll for this. I don't want to lose my hand.
Absolutely have to roll for it.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Kiss your hand goodbye, sucker.
Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead and go ahead and unleash your powers.
Get it?
Is that my freak, right? Yes.
This is your freak. That's a 9. Okay.
Your average rolls are like an 8+ right now. It's fucking ridiculous.
I don't know how. Considering my entrance into this thing, I don't know how.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are all impressed.
So I think-
considering your entrance, we're like,
Yeah.
whoa.
So I
He's
think
way cooler than we are.
I think what happens is I'm gonna give you a condition here. You do this thing where you like hold this thing open and you're freaking out like this thing might take my fucking hand off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say take the afraid condition as you totally like hold it open and just you get this one.
Okay.
3-2, you are in the lead. But you come out like like looking at your hand like, oh my god, I almost lost my fucking hand. This lady's crazy.
That's exactly what would happen. Okay. Where's the next one?
The next one you can see is very clear to you. Looping around near where you started, you can see that this pillar is sort of raised up really, I'd say about halfway into the air. This pillar has a very thin pedestal, and at the bottom of the pedestal, you can see that there is a what appears to be some sort of like water moat kind of thing, and along the pedestal, you can see that there are spikes that are sort of jutting out, and you can see that they're like.
This is like Zelda.
The pedestal around it seems to have some sort of cage. Underneath the cage, it's open. So basically, there are bars like all around the pedestal, and the bottom is open. So the spikes and like underneath have the only visible way that you can tell to get in there.
So wait, the ground, it's still earth,
There's like
right?
a moat. There's kind of like a moat
What's a
around this
moat?
pedestal, yeah.
What is a moat? Sorry, I don't know what a moat is.
It's a lot of
Like a
water,
river?
basically. Like
Oh,
a,
water. Okay, I figured. Okay, cool. Lord, I'm gonna fucking die.
Best place to die. Prove it.
Welcome to the team. You might die.
What's Mr. Superball doing right now? Is he still?
I think he's recovered. He's heading towards it.
Okay. So
You guys are about equidistant to this.
okay, I'm gonna make my way towards the thing with my dapper rollerblades. Push myself forward again. I'm just trying to think of what I'm gonna do like once I'm there. I have no idea what I'm gonna do yet, but I feel like I'm gonna figure it out once I get there, and I feel like I'm gonna get there at the same time as Mr. Ball Guy that I don't like right now. Oh god. I honestly have no idea what to do.
Better make a decision fast. As you get closer, you can see Mr. Ferguson. He sort of like squishes himself down, leaps over the moat to the first spike, and he starts to bounce between the spikes. What do you do?
Okay,
You're rollerblading. You
I'm
get to
gonna
the
try and
moat.
rollerblade through the spikes, like dodging them, right?
Well, you got a moat to deal with first.
Oh god.
There's a big ring of water around this pedestal.
Is it deep?
Why don't you find out?
Okay, I'm gonna just jump into the water then, and see if it's deep.
Okay.
Close the
So, so basically, you're rollerblading, and you just the pedestal's up there. You're gonna jump in the water.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
dive in and get underneath.
Sure.
If I can.
So you jump into the water. It's cold as fuck. It's so cold. It's so
Adrenaline's
cold.
pumping in me right now. It's okay.
It's so cold. Dear God, it's cold. You get into the water. It's probably about like 3 feet deep.
Oh god, and okay,
You got rollerblades, and you're standing in water right now. All your momentum has been stopped. He's about halfway up the pedestal right now.
I fucked up. Oh god.
Well,
Are the spikes? Are they made out of metal as well?
You can assess the situation.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Roll plus your superior.
Yeah. Yeah. Boom.
That's an 8.
Boom.
An 8. You get to ask me one question from the list.
What are these rolls?
That wasn't the question.
Right?
Hold on. What here? Yeah, what here can I use to get myself to the button? Like what can I do?
Okay. The spikes are definitely made out of metal, 100%.
Okay. I'm mad at myself for not checking that earlier. Okay, I'm just gonna.
You're now standing in water up to your waist, drenched. It's cold as fuck.
I'm just gonna stand there and like everything that's in me, just try and just like keep the spikes from moving, and I'm just gonna move forwards. I know I'm not gonna win this at this point because he's probably like right there, but I'm just gonna try and like show that I'm gonna keep trying regardless. I'm just gonna slowly move forwards, like trying not to get frostbite.
So you're gonna climb the spikes, and you're just gonna try and stop them from moving.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna try and hold the spikes basically in place. Go ahead and unleash your powers.
A lot of unleashing my powers.
so much of powers.
Come on. There's no.
That's a 7. Okay.
These rolls are ridiculous.
Okay.
You failed once in 10 rolls.
Oh my God! No, she failed twice, and one of those was a good time. She needed to fail
So it
that and
wasn't a
managed
fail.
to do it.
So it wasn't a fail. That
Yeah,
was,
right.
It was one
You're
fail.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
So,
You're absolutely right. Oh my God.
Basically, you get to mark a condition, or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. So I'm going to say that the effect is temporary. As you're making your way up the spikes, you can see Super Ball bouncing his way. Doom, doom, doom. He makes it to the area right below the sensor with the cage. You can feel the spikes starting to shake, and your sort of tenuous grip on them starting to fall away.
Okay.
What's your last move that you do?
I'm gonna try my best here to get the spikes out of whatever they're connected to, and just make a barricade right at the entrance of the thing.
Okay. Directly engage a threat. Roll plus your danger. You have a +1 on this.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking hell!
Oof.
New party leader.
That's an
Whoa.
11.
God.
That I think that was without her +1 as well.
Vito is on fire.
Yeah, Bio forgot to mark the +1, so that should have been
Oh,
12.
Yeah.
Yeah, should have been 12. Oh, God.
So, you could feel yourself just like so tired already. Like, this is crazy. These people are all crazy. What is happening? And you just, the spikes just like, the spike that he's like about to bound onto to like leap into the cage and hit the spike just disconnects. And he's starting to like try to get some kind of purchase to bound and just hit the fucking switch, but he can't because you pulled the spike out, and they all just start to like they start to come out, and you start to you create like a dome, just blocking like, well, I guess it's almost like something from fucking Fortnite, that fucking pyramid from Fortnite. You make that fucking shape inside and block
them and the spikes.
You sure can. So the spikes start to form around, and you can hear like the spikes start to shake. I would like you to roll me.
This one's gonna fail.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is gonna be freaking resounding success. I have faith. I have faith.
Murphy's Law now.
Please go ahead and roll me. This is Unleash Your Powers.
Come on, big boss.
It's happening.
You get a
Big
plus
boss.
one for this?
7.
Oh, I didn't need it. It didn't fail. No, it didn't fail.
So, you're taking all of your sort of energy to do this. You're just like halted on the spikes that you've got created for yourself. You can feel him like just kind of like bouncing all around in there, and just gaining momentum. But he's falling. The spikes are falling. Like they fall to the ground. You hear him like ding, 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 ding. You see the spikes just kind of like shaking all about. He's like hopping around, like his cage of spikes are just like bouncing all around the ground now, like ding, 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 ding. And it's not gonna last long.
Can I do one last move?
What are you trying to do?
Push him off, like just push him away as much as I can. Just with him still in there. Just
You let go of the spikes. Directly engage a threat.
I've never seen so many rolls from one character. Boss!
7.
Still fucking
7.
passive.
On a hit, you trade blows. On a 7 to 9, pick one. Choose one from the directly engage a threat list.
I don't.
This is unbelievable.
take something from him.
Okay. You make your way to the top of the pedestal.
I win!
Jesus.
And the sort of spike cage collapses, clattering to the ground. And you hear Mrs. Ferguson come over the loudspeakers. Not bad.
Yeah, that was
incredible.
that was pretty good.
You can probably hear Super Ball in the background like as he's sent careening off into the wrong direction. You hear the loud like boom, boom, as he sort of catches himself and rights himself outright. Yeah, you guys are watching this whole thing. It's fucking crazy.
Wow.
Wish she had done that earlier.
Yeah, where was that when we were almost dying?
It doesn't even matter. It's here now. Look at that. That's incredible. Wow.
Might have
She's
finally found her
amazing.
feet. Good lord.
Yeah, so is that a yes?
She turns her head.
Ferguson.
She turns her head and says, "Up to you."
Yes.
Did
Yes.
the background check come through? I thought we were. Or we not?
She says, I've made some inquiries, but I don't have any solid information yet.
Oh, okay. I just thought it was necessary. Yeah.
It will
Well, yeah.
be,
Then
but your opinion matters as well.
I like her. She's cool.
She's amazing.
She beat my high score on Galaga, so she's pretty good.
She's a real hero. Look at her. That was incredible. I've never seen anything like that before.
Okay. And yeah, so emerging, I guess like all out of breath and fucking drenched in cold water, is a chattering copper. Yeah, the water's like cold as fuck. Super Ball eventually makes his way out. His costume has kind of been sort of reabsorbed into himself, and his normal clothing is back on. He's just wearing like a straight up like, he's wearing like slacks and a t-shirt.
Estrella's wearing one of Jack's hoodies, so she's actually gonna take that off and hand it to you, Copper, Lucy. That was amazing.
Thanks. I'm just gonna put it around me and just thank you. I'm gonna huddle up into her because I'm just that cold.
I'll wrap my arm around you and kind of like do the stuff I've seen on television where it's like, does this work? Friction.
And it's
Thank
like
you.
way too fast. It's like
Yeah, it's like
Slow down, slow down.
oh, okay. Sorry. How's this?
This is much
Is
better.
that better? Okay.
That was quite the performance there.
I tried. You, what? Yeah, I tried. You guys are crazy, though. I
It was-
almost lost my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't. I don't think any of us would have been able to do that. That was absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Can I
Wait.
be using comfort?
you're trying
or
to comfort her. Well,
I am. I'm trying to tell her that she's super unique.
Do you have influence over Lucy?
Yeah, she does.
Don't. Oh, do I?
Yeah, we all get it.
Oh, I do. Yep. Yeah, I do.
Okay. Go ahead and comfort or support. Roll plus your mundane.
I'm actually using my ability, the thermodynamic miracle, by telling her how she's unique, so I can do freak. So I'm going to do that instead. Just
That's a 10.
that's a 10.
Oh,
Roll 20's
Very
broken
lucky.
tonight, guys. We're
Yeah.
done. Show's over.
I would like to thank my test rolls.
Roll 20's broken tonight.
I
Sorry.
mean, I rolled for a bad yogurt at the beginning of this and got a 5 out of 2d6. So I don't know if it's gonna be so lucky for everyone.
Does that mean you don't get bad yogurt though?
Yeah, that's take a powerful blow, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Last
Nice.
week he rolled a 10 on take a powerful blow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, comfort or support, and you can clear a condition yourself or add team to the pool, and they get to mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. So, Lucy, it's up to you how you want to do that. You can mark
Yeah,
potential,
yeah.
you can clear condition, or you can shift labels if you open up to her.
I think I'm gonna mark. Sorry, mark a what?
Mark a potential
Thank you. Yes, potential.
or clear a condition, which you currently have right
actually, oh yeah, I just saw that. Yeah. Let me clear the afraid condition and.
now.
cool.
Okie doke.
Yeah. Sorry.
No problem. So you're going to clear the afraid condition. And yeah, good job. All right. And we're going to add a team to the pool as well. So in the event of the next fighty type thing, you guys will start with 3 instead of 2. Okay. So yeah, Mrs. Ferguson says, she looks at you. Not bad. I like the bit with the spike strips.
Okay, but it hurt your husband.
You didn't hit them.
Well, thank you. Fair enough.
Thanks,
Thank you.
babe. She's way smaller than you, and she's a kid. If you can't get out of the way of a few spike strips, then you're getting too old.
Love you too, babe.
Oof. Can't tell if it's a really good relationship or a really bad one.
Right?
Sometimes they look very similar.
I'm just gonna turn around like really slowly back into Estrella's like chest just huddled up like I can't take this awkwardness right now.
Yeah. So I think you kind of get dried off. We're gonna wrap that sort of scene up for the night, and we're gonna kind of fast forward a few days. But I would like to change the tone a little bit.
Get that evil smile off your face.
Is it my fault? Is it my fault?
Oh, guys, it's time to cry.
Oh, no.
As we head to Gray Matter Industries.
Yep.
We have a. Don't worry, I have a video thing for this, so I'm just
Oh my
just
god.
saying.
Jax,
We're gonna
kill Jax.
we're gonna head to Gray Matter Industries for a hot second here, and Yeah. We see a this is the wrong music. What the fuck? There we go. That's the one I wanted. We see a sort of familiar looking silhouetted shape in Dr. Gray's office. Formerly Captain Canuck. Now the person known as Silhouette sits in a comfy looking chair. You can see that she is she has her mask removed. The suit patchy in a few spots. She looks a little beaten up. And she says, They were a lot stronger than you suggested, sir. You didn't do your job, Silhouette. I expect a lot from you. I'm trying to deal with the situation, sir. I'm trying to make sure that the cargo is intact. Just as you asked. Where is the cargo? The last I saw, they had gone to their usual haunts, sir. The family crypt and the Bad Rats arcade. Do we have eyes on them? They never left. Do you know how important it is for you to bring my son to me? He doesn't understand what is happening to him. I understand. I am not entirely devoid of compassion. I understand that you are dealing with your own family issues, but we have an agreement. And this is the first time that the camera sort of sees Dr. Gray's face. He's very angry looking. And he says, the suit can't solve all of your problems for you. Do you want me to take it away? No, please. I need it. Do you? There's a long pause as he stares at her. She says, I promise at the next available opportunity, I will bring you the cargo. And I want Jack intact as well. Yes. Don't fail me again. or this suit that you so rely on may very well be your doom. You can start to hear this sort of really slow, kind of strange, gasping noise coming from her. And the camera sort of like looks back, and she's arched what appears to be in some sort of pain. You can see that there are these kind of electric arcs that seem to be cascading through her body along the suit. And she says, "Please, please, please stop, please, I won't fail you again. Please, stop." And he takes a deep breath, and he walks close to her. He bends down, putting his face level with hers, and he says, "I need to make you understand. My family is very important to me, and very important to my research." "Yes, I understand. Please just make it stop. Please." "I need you to understand me. I do not have the walls that other scientists and engineers have, the impediments that they have to success. I have removed those from my life. The only thing that I care about is achieving my goal." "Yes, yes, please." "I'm glad that we're clear." You hear a sort of her arched back sort of falls back down into the chair. And you hear her say, "I won't fail you again." Good. Head back to R&D. Get that suit fixed. Now. Turns his back on her. The scene fades as we just see Dr. Gray looking out on a sort of overcast day out of Halcyon City. We switch scenes. But first, why don't we take a break?
Wow.
Kill Jack's dad. Kill Jack's dad.
Yeah, dude.
Why don't we take a break? We'll be right back, everybody. Why don't you stay tuned for more Identity Crisis?
Damn!
We'll be back in just a little bit. Hang tight! If you have not done so, please follow all these wonderful people. They're excellent role players and wonderful human beings. Go give them a follow. Follows are free. And if you have a Twitch Prime that you have not used yet, consider using it on these wonderful people.
On Tablestory. 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 Right here. Right here. Right here.
Right here.
If you have yourself...
Also, spam some fucking Oscars in the chat for Whack.
Yeah,
That
right.
was
Please.
insane.
Yeah.
Subscribe for the Oscar. Subscribe.
That
For the
If you have yourself an Amazon Prime account, you can link it up with Twitch, and you get yourself a subscription. Consider using it on one of these wonderful people. And if you guys want to support the channel, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to the Patreon, where you can find such thing as the full Identity Crisis map that we have available thus far over there. A horrible Frankenstein map that I've slapped together. Go check it out, and maybe you too can enjoy the Halcyon City experience. We'll be back in just a little bit, guys. Hang tight for more Identity Crisis coming up in just a little bit.
Oh, come.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Tablestory Identity Crisis. Hello and welcome back. You guys just saw the Judge Dredd trailer. We're doing some Judge Dredd stuff here on the channel, starting October 15th. It's gonna be hype. We have ourselves a cast. We have announced it, but I will announce it here again as well for you. On the show, we're gonna have Mr. J Brotato there. Got Mr. J Brotato. We got Mr. Brad Wodo. We got Zagonicus. We also have Katie Peters Plays, and we've got Tashnar as well. So get hype, because that's starting very soon. Only 2 Mondays away. It's 2 Mondays away. But
We're gonna
starting
Wax Mondays.
Starting even sooner, we have another thing that has been pretty fucking hype in the Tablestory Discord. I'm just saying.
I'm intimidated.
It's been pretty hype. There's been a crazy amount of work and love and attention that a certain Mrs. Pumpkinberry has put in to Stygian Gate. If you guys missed the trailer for that, it's on the YouTube. And the only reason I'm not showing it right now is because we're gonna get a copyright strike.
We have permission to use.
We have permission.
We have permission, but YouTube doesn't give a shit.
Very first copyright strike came from PB. Our very first.
We have permission. I got permission.
They don't care. They don't care. We don't have 100. We don't have 100,000 subscribers on there.
Yeah, it's Skynet, man.
We're voided from their thoughts. They don't give a shit. But yeah, we've got a lot of new stuff coming up, guys. So make sure you check it out. That's starting October 13th, and that is going to PB. Do you want to just talk a little bit about it?
Yes, I mean it's a horror story about equal trade, and it stars these guys normally. So Whack, Brad, and Jay, and also Murgles they're going to be in it. So.
You mispronounced her name,
yes,
Mr. Giggles.
Oh, Mr. Giggles, right? Sorry. It's my own best friend. I should know how to pronounce her name. It's Mr. Giggles. Please call her that for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah. I think Brad will.
Yeah, probably.
Brad needs to do that. If he doesn't, he can't function. But yeah, why don't we continue on with this wonderful show?
Can I just point out the Whack dropping truth bombs like he dropped Bob's mom in the comment or in the chat there? Guys,
wait, what?
Look at that chat comment. I'm gonna ban
What chat comment?
You're gonna ban him?
Wait, what?
No, don't ban him.
Hey, you can't ban another J. That's
banned.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, Savage. Savage. It was too good of a quote, Jay.
I missed it.
Oh,
It was
said
too
Whack
good.
Whack
dropped a
dropping
truth-
truth bombs like he dropped Bob's mom.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
see now, Jay. I have to add it to
I
the quotes.
unbanned him.
I have to add it to the quotes now, though, Jay. It's got to get added to the quotes.
Help me. This is supposed to be lighthearted.
Sorry, it's still my fault.
And
wholesome. Hashtag
Wholesome.
wholesome.
and
You know
with,
what?
You know, friendship. and
Every
love.
time I think about that, I think about the many times that I approached Whack and was like, oh yeah, because it's supposed to be like lighthearted and funny. And he'd be like, and now I can hear him every time that comes up. I hear him be like, yes, it
You don't know who you're RPing with.
This movie just like you want to have something really nice. You want to have something really friendly. Nah, have depressing.
Listen, this is Dan's fault. I stand by that, okay? This is all Dan's fault.
No.
Yep.
Dan's
My
good.
first character on Tablestory was Richard. What do you expect?
So, let's continue on with the story today. We're going to continue on. We're starting with a sort of other tense scene. We head to a house down in the Rosewood Bay area belonging to a Mr. Sam, the Phonic Fighter Washington's family. Now,
God, I'm back at the family's
yeah,
place.
because she had a concussion. I mean... Your mom was not going to stop you. We got a video here for Sam's house. Let's take a look at Sam's house there.
I want like some CCR playing.
One of these days, when you say we have a video for Sam's house, I want it to be like Bob Barker with The Price is Right, showing like a retail home inside of the fucking.
And
I actually live in a display home.
Just Arrested Development. That's all you are.
That's the wrong music. What am I doing? No.
Are you Buster?
Actually, no. You know what? This is appropriate. This is appropriate. We're gonna put this music on.
Please pause while we all panic.
We're gonna put this music on. Yeah.
Really?
He realizes.
I thought you were like we were starting off with a serious thing.
No,
and
no.
we go to Sam's house. No, it's just more of the shit.
We're starting with this. We're starting with this because we get the camera sort of looking at a dressed and ready for school phonic fighter. You are slinking around your house right now, heading towards the stairs leading down to the first floor. You make your way around the corner. We see your face zoomed in like super close at first, and you've got a bit of a panicked look on your face as you make your way around the corner, and you see the stairs ahead of you, inching your way along, trying not to make any sound, because you have been laid up for the last week due to the concussions and things. Your mom made sure that you did not fucking leave your bed, that you did not leave the house, nothing. You were fucking stuck there. It has been torturous. I would like you to please first
roll a stealth check.
we need to have you go ahead and you need to do your star move that we made for you. I'm going to need you to go ahead and roll plus your superior. We need to do your follower check.
All right, here we go. The big roll, the roll that matters. Nothing else matters. Act under pressure, pretty much, right? Here we go. Come on, big numbers. Big numbers, no whammy, boss! That's boxcars! That's fucking boxcars!
14.
Kapow! So,
that is the equivalent of a nat 20 plus 2 modifier.
yeah. So,
Oh my god.
what has just happened, basically, Phonic Fighter, I think that you inadvertently made another meme. Something has happened. You've made another meme. You've been like stuck in bed. What do you think your meme? What has the meme been as you've been like in bed? Like you've been probably tweeting out like lots of pictures and shit of you in bed. And what do you think the meme is here? What has happened?
I would imagine like, well, number one, like you didn't roll last week for my follower count, did you?
Nope.
And we didn't roll the previous week for my follower count either with the big engagement. So I think number one, there's been some sizable Twitter growth that's happened because of all of that stuff that's happened.
Oh, I got it, dude.
Okay, go for it.
Nonsensical concussion tweet.
Oh.
That's what I was hoping for.
There is just like a slew of just like,
or like a video.
You know, Phil.
Yeah,
really
no,
good,
you did a video. You did a video.
Oh, God.
Like how you do videos on your Twitter, but it, like the other day when you were sick, like last week, but instead it's like, hi guys, it's me, the Fat, and then you like fall down the stairs or something.
It's totally like a horrible accident has happened.
It's one of those things where it's like, it's me, fighter. I'm here save day. I fall downstairs, phone falls downstairs, and lands perfectly propped up right next to my face, just like, angsty hero.
And you've essentially created another massively successful meme unintentionally. And go ahead and roll me a 2d6, please. A flat 2d6. Just push the button.
Big money, no whammies.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. I'm just used to that. It's fine. All right, come on. Big money, no whammies. Come on, boss. Yes!
Ouch.
Oh, that sucks.
There's the payback. Okay, so 3,000 followers. 3,000.
Still, I broke 20,000 followers, baby.
Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. When all is said and done, 3,000 followers, not too fucking bad. Not too bad. So, this happened probably like a couple days ago or something. And I think the meme that's been going around is phonic falter, hashtag phonic falter. There's just like this horror, like it's a perfect.
It's just the phonic fall. It's just like
phonic fall.
It's the phonic fall.
And
no, the phonic fumble. That's it.
Phonic fumble. And what happened is the phone manages to catch you like at certain times as it's landing, like falling down the stairs, and we just see like and like kind of positions as you're smacking into the staircase.
At some point while falling down, I say a couple words. Like one of them is just like pears. The other one is like it's just like feetsicles.
Maybe it's then when you hit the ground, like I'm flying.
The best part about it is I think as you land, the video sees that you're wearing like a onesie with like the footies on it. You know, you've got some kind of footy pajamas on. And it just kind of flops like as the video ends.
Maybe the butt flap like
the butt flap. The phonic flap.
So yeah.
Little did you know I have sonic powers on both ends.
Oh.
So you're now it's a few days later and you're trying to sneak out. The last time that you tried didn't go so well. You were still dealing with some concussion problems. And yeah, now you're trying another day of trying to sneak out here. It didn't go well last time, but now you're trying. And you're sort of slinking along. You're eyeing the staircase, ready to actually try to go to school today. It's been a full week, and you haven't been able to go out. You just have absolute horrible cabin fever at this point. You got to get the fuck out of here. And you totally feel better, but your mom is just taking like all these extra precautions and does not want you to leave. She's just been giving you've eaten so many fucking frozen peas and she's been
like
giving,
I know that a lot of them are the frozen peas that she just had me defrost them on my head. Like
and
it's the same bag.
Your mom thinks that for some reason chicken noodle soup will fix any sickness.
Everything.
Yeah. So there are just cans open of chicken noodle soup. You see like that little tin flap just up, like with a spoon inside of it, like
have, sodium poisoning.
Yes.
Like at some point, like
it's just like all over your room. Probably have a heartburn, and it's just fucking terrible. So now you are finally trying to escape again, and you're slinking along, heading towards the staircase. Go ahead and we need to roll. We definitely need to roll.
Act under pressure.
I think
Something of value breaks.
I think
Is this the danger?
I think assess the situation first.
Okay.
In case you yell at your mom.
Oh shit! By the way, Whack, I still have 2 conditions. Are those still around after days?
No, the conditions are off. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll take those off. It's been long enough. Yeah.
Okay. Assess. All right. Let's roll that superior. Do I get a bonus from the chicken noodle soup intake? My sodium is at about a 900% intake. My daily needs. All right, we're good. Here we go. Come on, bus. Ah! That's another crit. That's another.
good
That's
day.
double fucking
What
box
is
star.
happening today?
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
Roll 20 is so broken right now.
What the fuck?
so-
Roll 20.
Someone rig the site.
So, you get to ask me 2 questions from the assess the situation.
Oh my god. Okay. I am curious to. I'm going to ask the question is going to be, how can we best end this quickly? Meaning, how can I'm going to school, right?
Yeah, you're trying to go to
Okay,
school.
Right. Okay. Yeah. How can I get out of the house to go to school quickly?
Okay. right now you're realizing that you're hearing your mother talking to your father in the kitchen. Okay? Your best way to do this quickly is to go right out the door. Don't even say anything to them, which is against like family protocol. That is not okay.
Oh yeah.
You were like,
you didn't think about your mother.
Yeah, it's a thing where it's like, oh shit, like I can't do this. I can't talk to them. Like I can't. And you're committing basically. Like you just need to get the fuck out of the house.
Okay, cool. And then my other question is, what here can I use to dampen any potential sounds of me moving or leaving or making more noise?
Okay. I think that since the last time that you tried to make your way down the stairs in your footy pajamas and like half conscious of what's happening, you're thinking about like maybe if you do the sit down on the stairs and just kind of sit down on the stairs one at a time, maybe they won't creak.
Oh, like the little butt shuffle.
Yeah, the butt shuffle.
Just the
ha ha.
Yep.
Ha. All right, so here's my plan. You tell me the rolls. I'm gonna butt shimmy my way down the stairs.
Yep.
And being sure to not there's that one squeaky stair. I know it's the fourth up from the bottom there. And when I do that, I'm gonna kind of like when I get to that one, I'm gonna kind of like put my weight on the side near the wall, kind of. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm gonna go back to normal past that one, and from there, I'm gonna continue to butt shimmy my way towards the door, through the living room, out to the front door.
Okay. What I'd like for you to do is to directly engage a threat, please. Roll plus your danger. This is just about the most dangerous thing you've ever done in your life.
I get a plus one to this, right?
You do.
Yeah, okay. All right. Come on. I'm like the dog with like the legs up thing doing like
yeah.
All right. Okay, come on, bus. Come on, bus. Shut up, Washington Fate. I want to win this. I want to get out. Come on, bus.
That's a 9.
Bull.
Okay. On a 7 to on a hit, you trade blows. On a 7 to 9, pick one. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Press surprise or frighten the opposition. I'm so curious about what you're gonna pick.
Yeah, same.
I would assume like avoid their blows is probably what I'm going for.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
So as you
surprise the opposition. Fuck you, mom! I'm out. Kick the door. Run down the street. Get back here, Sam!
And that's when your mother's powers finally get to showcase themselves.
Yep. The true phonic fighter is my mother.
So, I think what happens is you do the Pink Panther thing where you like slam yourself against the wall, cover yourself with the curtain, and just like trying to inch your way across the living room. You're on your way to the door, crossing the rug, and then you hear like a.
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear anything. Probably just your imagination running wild again.
Are you sure? I think Sam probably needs me.
You baby him too much.
I do not!
How many cans of soup has he had?
He's had just the right amount. What about you? You just sit there and read your paper. You're not even trying to help. You could make some soup.
Anybody can make that soup. You just put it in the microwave.
Oh, I put my own special spin on it. It gets a little bit of motherly love.
Door as the argument starts to heat up. I just like, now's my chance.
Okay, you open up the door and you close it. It totally makes like more noise than you're expecting. Like you close the door, so happy to be outside and smelling fresh air, and oh shit! And like it's at this point,
I just run.
you just hear,
Was that the door?
and you take off down the street faster than you've ever run in your life, and blast off towards school. We head to Halcyon City High over at Cliffside Heights. Why don't we do that now? We got a video for that.
Oh man.
God, I said in chat, but I hate your mom about as much as my dad, but for very different reasons.
Yeah, we head on over to Halcyon City High, where the rest of you guys have kind of getting ready to get your day started. This is not a lab day, so Jack is not coming in today. However, I think the rest of you kind of meet up in the hallway, and you sort of get the scene. You see the everyone sort of heading to their lockers and whatnot as they're getting ready to start their days. You see, I think the three of you, Bob, Lucy, and Estrella, you guys see Sam blast through the front doors of the school, completely out of breath.
Sam, what's wrong?
Sam, are you okay?
Did she see me? Did you see her? Is she here?
No. Who?
Who? Sam, who?
God damn it! I finally made it out. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Sam?
I ran so fucking hard. I've never run so hard in my life.
Who is it?
Why is
All right, I'm gonna grab him. Fucking asshole. And shake him. Sam?
What?
Where?
I don't know. She's somewhere. I think she's still back at the house if she's not here.
Who's Sam? Who?
Back at the house.
Who?
Do we need to put our superhero costumes on?
No! That'd make her more mad.
Who?
My mom!
Oh, Samuel.
Are you kidding me?
What did you do?
You
Yeah, so Sam, you hopped on you probably hopped on the monorail to get up here, but you ran from the monorail all the way to the
whole
ice
time
store.
in the monorail, like I've pushed myself into a crowd and like sat down at the seat that's the most hidden. I'm just like.
And the best part is he looks like a bodybuilder, so he's like huge, like Sam.
It's like bumping old ladies by. I'm so sorry. My mom wouldn't let me leave my house for school. Sorry, man.
Sam does the Power Rangers thing too, totally. So he's always wearing some kind of combination of that blue and yellow.
Yep. Sorry, it's cold in here right now, so I had to put a sweatshirt, but I got it on.
Are you kidding me, Sam? Really?
No,
Man.
What?
We were really worried just now,
Yeah.
Sam.
Well, I'm still worried. I don't know when she could show up to school, and that'd be terrible. You guys know my mom. I've been trying to leave the house for like 2 weeks now, or how long has it been?
I have no idea. I've lost track of the days. How long has it been?
Sam's been out for about a week.
About a week. Maybe.
Okay. All right, so I'm still a little woozy, but I'm okay now. I mean, I'm fine. She's been giving me that Bamble's chicken noodle soup for like 2 weeks, and I can't. I had to get out. And I avoided all the stairs, and then the tweet happened, and I made it out just in time. Like, I think if I have any more sodium, like if I drink water, I'll just explode. Like, I'm really worried.
What? What do you?
What are you
What are you talking about, Sam?
about?
I have no idea what you just said. Anyways, are you good? Concussion still a little.
No, concussion's all right. I'm fine. I've been fine for like 4 days, man. But my mom has like kept me in my room and in my bed for like a week. I couldn't get out, and all she did, all I've had for a week, is chicken noodle soup. You know, the Bamble's chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, I saw your Twitter. Yeah.
Is like this or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam, you met Lucy, yeah?
Oh, hey, gotta see you didn't get a concussion. Doing okay?
Oh, don't worry. I almost lost my hand instead.
Oh, I've done it like 4 times. This is fun. I mean, well, assuming you don't lose your hand.
Yeah. Are you okay though?
Yeah, I'm just out of breath. I'm fine. I'm fine. As long as if my mom shows up, run. Like, don't try to help. Just run.
Gotcha.
Like, that's all I could do. So it's all you should do.
I think we're gonna be late for class.
Yeah, we should go.
What period is it? Am I make it before school started?
No, it's second period.
Shit! She's gonna know the truancy officer's gonna give her a fucking message. God damn it! I'm staying at the condo tonight. I'll clean up or something. I don't know.
Okay, Sam?
Dude, I had to stay with my mom again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go to class.
Yeah.
Let's go to class, man.
Australia's gonna walk away.
And then, like, as we're walking to class, I'm just like, hey, did Australia get a new haircut?
Now, you saw her
Yeah.
after the change,
Right.
but you
I
were
was
concussed.
Super fucked up. I don't remember, like, any of that. And I don't remember the fight either. Like, we didn't talk about that. Like, he doesn't remember any of what happened.
Did you get a haircut?
Oh.
She get a haircut? What happened? It's different color now.
Yeah, that's it. It's a new color. What color is it, Sam?
I don't know. It's like orange, red, yellow, that.
Anything else a different color?
You're wearing a sweatshirt today. That's a different color.
Be at home, man. You still are concussed.
I'm not. Dude, I'm fine. Honestly, it's probably the soup. Have you ever eaten soup for a week straight?
Yeah.
Bamble's chicken noodle soup?
Not chicken noodle.
Bamble's, though.
Bambles, yeah.
What's the Canadian equivalent?
I'm trying so hard not to look.
Hambles. It's Hambles.
Hambles and Bambles.
Hambles, man. Oh.
We're gonna have a night of Hambles and Bambles.
I mean, I just want to clarify, we do have Campbell's in Canada. We just got an internet 5 years ago, but we've had Campbell's the whole time. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, I just don't. I think you still might be concussed, man.
I'm all right. I'm fine. I'm good. Like, I'm good. I'll go to the nurse over lunch and I'll have her double check and give me the thumbs up. All right, but I'm good. Like,
You can't even tell the difference between colors.
Oh, Australia walked off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she went to class. Yeah.
so is that she got a haircut? Lucy, have you been going to school the whole time, like with us, or like I just never? I don't really pay attention a lot, so if I don't,
Lucy's
take
a
offense,
recent transfer.
I'm going to class too.
Am I in the class with Bob? What is this?
Bob has his entire schedule planned out.
Yeah, what day of the week is it, Wack?
This is a Tuesday.
All right, so on a Tuesday, let me just look at my weekly schedule there. Tuesday's second period is English with Leron. Leron. Just made names up, man. I needed a timetable.
All right, a second period on a Tuesday is actually art class for me.
Excellent.
So,
Who's your art teacher, Sam?
Miss Flanfers.
Okay, Miss Flanfers.
Flamin' Flamfer Flamenco.
What does she look like?
She's about she's like 5'5". She's got blonde hair and some big ass glasses, but they're like really high, like I don't know what you call them, but like the prescription's like very intense.
Super thick.
So they're like
Giant.
her eyes look like they're like this big, like, and they're like pink glasses, and her
Like
clothes
Coke
are
bottles.
like, yeah, yep. But she's got some big old like seashell earrings, and she's got like her pants are purple, just extremely purple.
I like her.
And her shirt is many different
She's very
many
quirky,
different
is what
colors.
you're saying.
Yeah, many different colors of toucans and parrots. That's her shirt. It's a button down. And she has painted nails, and each nail is a different
She's
thing.
always got paint on her hands too, just of various colors. She's just got paint on her hands, like all over
And it
her
always
hands.
seems that when you come to talk to her, she's like doing something and turns around with the big eyes, and like, what? Like, hello.
Okay, and yeah, so you head to art class with Miss Flanfers, and you walk in. You can see that today is paper mache day. There's a Miss Flanfers is in the center of the room. She's got her shoes off, and she's got her sleeves rolled up on the same shirt that she wears like every fucking day to class. And you can see she's got like an apron on, and she's got like something the size of a kiddie pool just filled with water for the paper mache.
I need to interject and just let everyone know I actually had an art teacher that looked exactly like this. Her name was not Flanfers, but this is actually what she looked like.
Yeah. I think everybody had this teacher. And yeah, so she's got her hair. I think her hair is always a mess. And she's got it like pulled. She's got it like pulled back. But it's all like frazzled and frizzy. And she's you can see that she's got this like paper mache, and she's mixing the newspaper and the water and shit in this fucking kiddie pool. All the desks are just kind of all in disarray around. Kids are like sitting down, looking around like, what's going on? And she says,
Oh, hello everyone. It's good to see you. Everyone have a seat. We'll be doing some wonderful paper mache today. I hope everyone's ready.
She's always so happy. I love her. I love Miss Flanfers. She's like my favorite teacher.
she makes a mess
She's
no
so
matter
great.
what she does. Always makes a mess. It never fails. Unintentional mess maker. And yeah, so she totally spills some of the paper mache, and she says,
That's part of the fun. Okay, everyone. So,
sorry. Ooh.
you ever just have something get in your eye and you try to get it out? It's you
I
look
do
a
all
little,
the time, Miss Flanfers.
you
It's
look a
awful.
little silly when you do it.
I do. I really do.
Okay, everyone. So, today we'll be exploring the world of paper mache. Who's got their thinking caps on? Who's rolled up their creative sleeves and is ready to get messy?
Me. I am.
Just everyone get an apron and we're gonna play with paper mache.
I literally get up and I'm like cutting people in line, just like get the paper on, get it tied, shit. Like I am clearly the most excited person in this class. Not nearly the most talented, but definitely the most vocal.
Is this the elective that you've taken
Yes.
every single year? It's the same class?
Yes.
Okay. Like, at this point, it just doesn't get you credit anymore.
Yeah,
Same
same
What are your
project.
electives? I've
Same
tried to
curriculum.
get art for 2 periods every year, and I've never gotten it.
So
Maybe senior year. Maybe.
yeah, everyone's, you know, it's the thing where nobody's really enthused except her and Sam in the class. Like, there's just no enthusiasm. Like, oh man, like everybody's just like, I don't want to get that on my clothes. You know, like there's zero enthusiasm, and she starts going over the finer points of paper mache and stuff with you, and which newspaper is best and whatever. Everyone starts to go ahead and make their various paper mache creations. Everything just looks stupid and horrible. Like, there's no real high quality paper mache there. You probably have like one overachiever art student that manages to like make a self portrait or something out of paper mache, and it's like super good and like way better than anything that Mrs. Flanfers can make. And she says, "That's very good, William. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you." She like hugs him, just gets paper mache all over him. And she says, "That's so good." She says, "You can tell you really put your heart and soul into it." Okay. And she's going around the room. She's trying to critique everybody's thing, and she gets to Sam. Sam, what have you made out of paper mache?
Oh, no one knows.
Come on, man.
I know what I'm trying to make, but like nobody can tell. I've tried to make oh my god. I've tried to make a Cinco Muchachos quesadilla burger.
Oh.
So, I think
But
essentially
it's just like, it's a mound. It doesn't look like anything.
she gets to it and she says, "Sam, this is such a nice hat."
Well, it's a burger, but that's okay. I probably could wear it as a hat if I felt like it.
Okay, I can see the burger. Okay.
Oh man.
The eye thing.
I can see it. It makes sense. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Flampers. I try really hard at this.
Okay, and she's like patting you on the back.
How hard did she hit the PCP in the 60s?
Oh, jeez.
She's still in the 60s for all she knows.
Yeah, so she totters off. Class kind of wraps up the same way. You guys go about your day in normal fashion. I think on the outward viewing, Estrella, have you changed much from your normal human appearance?
Well, aside from the hair, probably not, except that now I'm wearing Jack's clothes. So,
Okay.
and I think I look, yeah, that's probably it, I think.
Jack exists on a lot of skinny jeans and hoodies.
Yep, so
Right.
I'm wearing skinny jeans and hoodies, yeah.
Yeah.
And then a shirt that's probably a little bit too big for me. Like just a plain black t-shirt and then the hoodie, which I gave to her, so I'm not wearing a hoodie. I'm just wearing an oversized t-shirt. So,
I mean, that was a few days ago. You probably would have gotten,
another hoodie?
I mean, if you'd taken it or asked for me, I would have given
Sure.
you one.
Okay, so I have another.
That's up to you.
Yeah, sure. I have another hoodie.
Okay, so later in the day, I think that Estrella, Lucy, and Bob, you guys share a class together. What class is this, Bob? Since you're the
Physics.
only one that's got a schedule.
Physics with Wallstein.
Physics with Wallstein. Okay. Yeah, Estrella's been getting like very good marks in this class. I feel like anything that's purely like logic related, Estrella's just like acing. Estrella, lately your grades have not been up to your usual standards. They've been slumping a little bit. So I think we start this scene with like a test, like just put down in front of you, and it's a 73, which is the lowest grade that you've gotten so far in physics. And there's just like a note written in red pen right next to the 73, and it just says, "What's happening?" ?
Wow. Hey, Estrella, you okay?
I think I'm having a bad day, actually, and it just keeps getting worse.
Oh, what's up? Was it the test?
Yeah.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you like me to hug you?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to mimic what she did earlier. I go over and I just hug her really awkwardly, like, there, you'll be better.
Nothing's changing.
yeah. Nothing's changing. What do you?
Isn't this supposed to make me feel better?
Yeah, I think it made me feel better before. I guess it just doesn't work for you.
Oh, of course not. Why would anything for humans work for a robot? She's gonna walk away, actually.
Estrella.
Oops.
Emotions are hard.
Should I go? Should I leave her alone, or should I apologize, or? I just pointed out.
You didn't do anything wrong. She's not normally like this. Maybe just go tell her that you didn't mean anything wrong. She's pretty logical.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll be there.
Okay.
I'll follow
So
a little
I
bit
walk up
behind.
to her and I tap her shoulder. Estrella,
Yes.
I didn't mean it like that. I promise. I just.
No, I'm sorry. I'm having a bad day, and I'm not sure how to handle what's going on.
Emotions are hard.
Very hard.
Yes. Right, Bob?
Yes. Yeah, they can be difficult sometimes. They're a little weird.
Well, what? Okay. What makes you happy? What usually makes you happy?
Were you talking to me?
No, Estrella.
I actually don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. I just turn around and like go to Bob and I just whisper like, maybe you should text, Jack. Was it? Maybe I noticed they're close.
This probably just so you know, whispering right in front of someone probably doesn't.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Germ.
And please don't text Jack.
I'm just gonna turn around.
No, you're wonderful, Lucy. I'm sorry. I didn't. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm not having a good day today. Right? That's what you do when you're not having a good day.
Yeah, you don't have to. If that's hold on, Estrella, I'm gonna like walk up. If you want to.
I'm so different. How did Sam not notice?
Sam's an idiot. He was also just concussed. He hit his head pretty hard. Remember? Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's probably just what it is. Remember I didn't notice, at first, too.
You actually noticed right away.
Yeah, okay.
I did too, if that helps.
Yeah, you did too. Everybody noticed right away.
Yeah, Sam hit his head pretty hard. Don't forget that. And like he said, it's been a hard couple days for him with his mom, right?
Yeah.
So, that's probably on his mind.
Yeah, he was probably still distracted by his really, really scary mother.
I just thought it would be obvious. I feel like a beacon. I feel like completely different.
And you are, but at the same time, you're not.
Yeah, you're right.
You're different from us, but you being a robot and now this, I don't know what it is, I'm sorry, and then that makes you not so different from us. You're like this because you were not so different from us. So
That actually makes me feel better, Bob.
oh,
Would this be a better time for a hug?
I think so, yeah. She'll hug you.
Yay.
I still feel the same, but that's okay. This
We tried.
feels nice.
Yay. As long
So
as
yeah,
it
you-
feels nice.
You guys have finished up with physics. I feel like you're having this conversation out in the hall.
Oh, yeah.
And
I would hope so.
you guys can hear you guys hear Sam's voice like as he's making his way down the hall. He's carrying something with him.
It's my paper mache brush.
So it kind of looks like if you take a wad of newspaper and just kind of squish it up. and then just
This hurts me because I was actually a double art major. Like,
it's kind of like that,
And
and
you
it just
still
looks like
make 'em
it's
like
wet.
that.
He's just leaving this trail of like wet paper mache behind him. You see kids in the hallway, like behind him. It looks like some shit out of like Naked Gun or something, like behind him, like whoa.
whoa, 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 whoa.
As Sam makes his way towards you.
Oh, hey guys.
oh, hey Sam. Oh, see, look at that. Speak of the
Sam.
devil.
I
What is that?
oh, you can't tell?
Oh, it's a burger.
Estrella, yeah! You're the only one to get it. It's a quesadilla burger from Cinco Muchachos. You didn't
Yeah.
see that? It's my favorite
It's
meal.
his favorite burger.
Yeah, no. I mean, I just ate one, and they didn't look like that.
That's okay. I'm gonna get better at art one day, and I'll be able to make these for Cinco Muchachos. Maybe I get a sponsorship.
You
with
should
that.
taste it.
What?
Tony did.
That's not. It looks good,
I
but
mean, you should though.
no,
You should totally taste
no,
it.
Bite
it's
it.
not good.
No.
Bite
Okay.
it.
No,
Don't actually bite it.
no, I've tried it before. It doesn't work. This is my 4th attempt, so I don't. The
There's
first
a-
one was not good.
Maybe at this point you guys notice there's like a Q on Sam's tongue. Like it just he's got like a little fleck. It's like a Q.
Like,
I just really want to clarify this. Did you say that your dream was to work at Cinco Muchachos?
no. I said like maybe one day like I'll be able to like make art for them or
You
something.
said
Like, really
make
vague.
one for Cinco Muchachos.
Yeah. What, I said what?
You just said make one for Cinco Muchachos
Yeah.
as your dream.
Yeah, right. Like make some, not like I work for them permanently, but yeah, very vague and potential, but maybe. So I'm holding this thing, and I don't know. There's like a table or something like there next to us, or something like that. And I just kind of set it down for a moment, and I'm just like, all right, cool. Hey, so when'd you change your hair, Estrella? Oh, that's good.
Last week, I guess.
Were we in that big fight then, or something? I don't really remember
Yes.
any of it, but
Yes.
Yeah.
it looks good. I like it.
Anything else?
Oh God,
Yeah, I
the loaded question.
told
I mean,
He still has a concussion. That's it. It's just his head. He hit his head really
Yeah,
hard.
it's okay. He
I
said
mean,
my hair looks nice.
it does. You're the. It's Estrella. It's the
Thank
Estrella
you.
that I've always known. I don't. Did something happen? Are you okay?
Great, actually. I'm gonna go to class. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Yeah, bye, Estrella.
Do you do the
Bye,
s-
Estrella.
do you
I
do
hope
the
you're doing
spin?
okay.
Do you do the spin skip?
Yeah.
Like that happy spin skip?
Yeah.
That
Like,
As she walks away, she's not a robot, you idiot.
Yeah, she's.
what are you
Yeah,
talking about?
Jack made her into a human.
Mind blown.
What? What? The
How
music.
hard did you hit your head?
There's this, I feel like the camera slowly comes into the zoom into Sam.
What? Oh my god.
Like from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids or something. With a dude in the face. Like early 2000s.
Now we have a very different scene that we switch to.
Oh, come on!
Oh.
Very, very different scene that we switch to.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
Jack.
Rest in peace, buddy.
Fuck.
Was
We're
nice
dead.
knowing you.
What do you mean,
Eps.
Jack?
Eps.
You and Sid have made certain plans for today.
Yes.
How is this happening? Explain how you've set this up.
I call my dad. For the first time in probably months.
Oh shit.
I call his direct personal line. I don't bother with the assistant or the main line or anything like that. It's his personal like cell that not many people have.
Yes. Jack,
Dad. Yeah.
it's good to hear from you. What can I do for you?
Number one, if you wanted to talk, you didn't have to try to kidnap me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't bullshit me. We're both smarter than that. Don't insult me.
Jack, I did nothing of the sort.
I have a fragment of the suit.
What suit?
Don't. Do you want me to come see you? Because that's what I'm doing. But you're going to have to stop lying.
Jack, you know that I'm always thrilled to see you.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome here at any time.
I know. It was a lot easier when I knew I wasn't going to be kidnapped.
How are you feeling, Jack?
Unwell. But that's not what I'm actually calling you about.
What are you calling me about? You know I don't appreciate the runaround. I
I'm
taught you better
contagious.
than that.
I'm contagious.
It's not altogether surprising.
Sid caught it.
That's unfortunate. If you had stayed in my care, I'm sure that none of this would have happened.
Right, I'd be your plaything and experiment, and you try to manipulate my mind like you usually do.
You're exaggerating.
I'm not calling to argue with you. Okay? Whatever reasons you have, I do know you want me cured.
Of course
Whatever
I
the
do.
motivations, whatever you sick sense of love is, you want me cured. Okay? I want Sid cured. Because apparently the contagion, the blight, is exceedingly aggressive. 1 month is about a year's worth of what I have.
I can understand your fear.
I'm not afraid,
Good.
but I don't want Sid to die. And if you can cure him, you can cure me.
I've been saying this for a long time, Jack.
Oh, by the way, those, animatronics. It's a really interesting move.
We've been planning it for some time. It's imperative to Halcyon City's needs.
Your needs? I mean, you have one in every street corner. It's your city at that point. Already kind of is.
Regardless of what you think I am, Jack, I care about you, and I care about this city. I want to make sure that it's well protected, and I want to make sure that you are well protected and safe.
I have a few conditions. Will you meet them if I'm to come in with Sid?
You know I don't appreciate ambiguous conditions. What are they, Jack?
They're very specific, but will you meet them?
I won't agree without knowing what they are. What sort of
Today
deal
forward?
is that?
Today forward, leave Estrella alone.
What do you mean?
No contact, no attempted program overrides, no trying to harm her in any way. You leave her alone and let her live her life. You know her programs have been evolving. She's been reporting to you. Leave her alone. She's a person.
She is a creation.
She is a person. I'm a creation.
No. You are my son.
You don't experiment on children, Father.
Did you have any of these other conditions?
Leave my team alone. Same deal as Estrella. Don't need your flunkies being sent at us with sniper rifles in the middle of the night.
Again, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you want to meet the conditions or not? Do you want to see your son again? Stop bullshitting me.
Please go ahead and roll provoke someone. Roll plus your superior.
9.
A 9. Okay, on a 7 to 9, they can instead choose one. They stumble, you take +1 forward against them. They err, you gain a critical opportunity. They overreact, you gain influence over them. I think what is going to happen here is you are going to gain influence over him. He gets very livid, and he says, I told you that I had nothing to do with that. Whether you choose to believe it or not is your own choice. But you know I don't like repeating myself, Jack.
I guess I got that from you. You leave them alone. You leave Estrella alone. I'll come in right now with Sid. Do I have your word? Even if you didn't do anything in the past, whatever. From now until later.
You have my word.
I'll be over soon. And I hang up. Sid, let's go.
There's a sort of really wet sounding sort of cough. He has a bottle of water sort of chugged, and he says, I can go on my own.
I'm going with you, Sid.
Master Gray.
I'm going with you.
If you don't feel comfortable, I can do this my own. I can do this on my own, sir.
Yeah, that's not what family does.
Very well.
I text Estrella when we're in the car. I'll be back.
Oh, I am like full on shouting over here. You bless you all in the mute button. That's all I gotta say.
So, you and Sid head out to Gray Matter Industries. It feels like a longer drive than it should be. It's like really slow and kind of plodding along, but really it's kind of the middle of the day. There's like light traffic that's happening.
Just drags, even though it's faster than normal, probably.
It's kind of plodding along. And you see the building approaching. You head into the parking lot. You hit the elevator button. For your father's office or the lab? There would have been like somebody at the front desk that saw you and would have said like, hello, Mr. Gray. It's good to see you again.
Is my dad in the office of the lab?
I'm not sure, sir. Would you like me to contact him?
Please.
This is Janice.
Good old Janice.
She's probably been working here like maybe a year, something like that. And she calls up. She says, "Sorry, it'll just be one moment." As you're in the lobby, People are kind of like milling about and whatnot. There's a strange smell that starts to waft its way through the lobby. It smells. Sure. Assess the situation, please.
7.
That's a 7. Go ahead and ask me one question from the list here.
What here is the biggest threat? As
Okay.
I'm trying to like identify whatever the hell this smell is.
So, in your immediate vicinity, there's a few people that are just kind of like looking around, that have a bit of a sort of wrinkled face. What's that smell? It smells kind of weird. What is that? I don't know. It smells kind of like, I don't know, some sort of decay. What is that? This sort of like rotting carcass smell starts to make its way through the area, and you can hear the sound of a scream in the down one of the hallways. Like basically, this lobby probably has some like smaller offices and things. Down one of the hallways leading to some offices, you hear somebody scream. I think that's the biggest threat that you can perceive right now.
I put on my mask.
Master Gray, what's going on? What are you doing?
Something's wrong.
Sir, I don't think this is the right time.
Did you not hear that?
No, what are you talking about, sir?
Janice!
She says, your father said that he's in the lab, sir.
Did the scream come from the lab area?
Now, the lab is basically like upstairs. There's multiple labs in this place, but the place that he usually works is directly above his office. Actually, no. The lab would be
below, probably.
Yeah, it would be below. It would be below.
Yeah. Sid, take a seat in the lobby. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Sir, shouldn't we call the authorities? This isn't the time.
They won't do anything here. And I walked to just see what that scream was.
Okay. As you make your way down the hall towards the offices, you hear what sounds to be like some like crashing and banging. Something like thuds against the wall. What do you do?
Are there any windows in whatever room that is?
No. I think on the lobby they probably don't have windows into the offices. The offices might look out, but they probably don't have like windows from the hallway into them.
I just open the door and look in.
Okay. Looking in, you can see someone that is dressed kind of in some what looks to be like a sort of I guess for all intents and purposes kind of like a leather jacket, black jeans. You can see that there's like what appears to be some sort of ethereal-looking animals that seem to be pinning some kind of lab worker against a wall. There's things scattered all over the ground. There's broken glass, and from your general perception, this looks like some sort of coyote or something along those lines. This person in the leather jacket has like long black hair. You don't get a look at their face from your position. Their back is towards you. But yeah, you sort of hear them say, "Where is it?" "I don't know." "I don't know. I don't know." "Where is it? Tell me. I know it's here." "It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to my people." And the coyote edges closer. You can see through it, but it does have the shape of a sort of skinny-looking coyote. There also appears to be some sort of spirit-looking, ethereal-looking. I think probably it has a strange, bluish, greenish, gray look to them, transparent. And you can see that one is an eagle that's kind of perching on one of the, probably some sort of, what appeared to be some sort of display case that's been crashed open. And just glass is spilled out everywhere, but nothing is on the floor besides the glass. What do you do?
I kind of look back and forth, see the scientist, and I shut the door and walk away.
Okay. You hear a sort of muffled You walk away. Sid immediately stands up, seeing you walk. "Mr. Gray, what happened?"
It's not our priority right now. I take a tick on my doom track for harming an innocent.
In case anybody missed that, PB just said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" She's still muted. Just bear with her. She'll be back in a minute.
And I lead him to the elevator up to the lab.
You head up to the lab. A familiar sight as you come out into the lab. You can see what appears to be some and again, these have kind of been playing throughout your visit here. You can see basically the ads for the Model 10,000X androids sort of playing in the background. You can see that there's a monitor that shows it off to the side as you walk in. You can see a few parts and things on various tables. Looks like components for what you would assume to be other androids. Walking in, you can see Dr. Gray fiddling about with something. He's on his phone and he says, "Take care of it. I have other concerns right now. This is what I've hired you for. Don't you understand? I have more important things to worry about." "I don't care. Talk to them yourself." "Fine. We still have it, though, yes?" "Excellent. Yes. Do your job! Click.
Stealing more things.
Hello, Jack.
Hello,
Sydney.
Father.
Sydney, you're not looking too well. I've been better, Master Gray. Well, hopefully we can fix that. Jack?
Father. You're going to hold up on your end of the bargain. Yes?
Of course. You know I'm good for my word.
So what's your plan? I'm sure you've been thinking about this a lot.
I have. So he sort of turns towards one of the monitors, and he turns the monitor on. You can see sort of, I guess, like X-rays and MRIs and like EKGs, basically like lots of different readouts start to pop up. And he says, these were your last scans that we have of you. Sydney, I'm sure you brought some materials with you. Yes, of course, Master Gray. May I have them, please?
Go ahead.
Sid looks at you and walks over. Yeah, he hands them probably like a USB or something, thumb drive, and he takes it, and he says, "You know, Jack, I have to say, your paranoia is a very good feature to have. It keeps you aware of danger. I'm glad that I have at least instilled that upon you."
I'm sure.
Sydney, lay down on the table. Which table, sir? Here, I've prepared this one. There's a sort of shell-shaped sort of table. It has a ring of lights around the top of it. And he says, "Have a seat." It sort of turns his back away from you guys. And Sydney looks at you, Jack.
I walk over to him and put my hand on his arm.
Come now, Sydney. I wouldn't do anything to you. I want to make sure that you and my son are better as soon as possible.
I'm sure that's true.
And, yeah, Sid gets into this thing. He says, "Sydney, I'm going to close the top portion of the chamber now." Yes, Master Gray. Do you have to do that?
It'll be all right, Sid.
The top of the chamber kind of closes. There's like a sort of dip, you know, for him to sort of climb into this thing, and there's basically like it sort of rises back up like. And Dr. Gray says, "So, how long has this been going on?" Sydney sort of responds, "I've noticed," and you hear it sort of like play on some speakers coming from the sort of chamber, tinny and whatnot. And he says, I noticed it's about a month and a half ago or so, sir. A month and a half. Well, judging from these scans, it appears that you are escalated past where my son's condition has deteriorated to. A gas starts to fill the chamber.
What are you doing, Dad?
I do what's necessary, Jack.
Did you know that my powers can heal now?
It was one of the intended outcomes, yes.
Probably not this one. And I use my moment of truth.
Whoa! Oh my fucking God!
Okay. You're going to use your moment of truth.
Out of nowhere! Yo! Oh my God.
So you see this gas start to fill the chamber. Sid is... You can see Sid's face beyond the sort of glass, and he's like looking out wide-eyed. You can see he's like coughing inside the chamber. The Doom's moment of truth. The prickly, tingling fear of your doom, always in your hand. It holds you back most of the time. But right here, right now, it gives you the confidence to do anything. After all, what's the worst that could happen? Is it worse than your doom? Do impossible things. Do anything. But mark a doom sign after you're finished. What do you do, Jack?
As Jack's dad is walking or typing away, doing whatever with his back to me, I grab him and pull him to the chamber that Sid is in.
You pull your father?
Yes.
Okay, you grab him. He just he sort of like recoils. He says, "Jack, what are you doing?"
Healing. And I drain his vitality and punch through with my super strength the chamber and transfer it to Sid.
You can see sort of this life start to drain out from Dr. Gray. Jack! What? What are you doing?
Saving my father.
Jack! You see these black veins start to pulsate in his neck. You can see him start to sort of thin before you. He starts to look husk-like. You can see his brow begin to furrow. Jack, what are you doing? Trying.
You won't take anyone ever again.
You see the glass smash out onto the ground. the sort of smoke starts to spill out, and you see Sid like pressed against the other side of the chamber. He's a bit wide-eyed. You can hear him crying. You can hear him like coughing, and he just says, "Master Gray, what are you doing?" And you sort of grab him, probably by like the arm or something. That's the only thing that's in reach as you smash through the glass. And you grab him, and he sort of his back is sort of arched. You can see the veins get like darker in Dr. Gray's face and in his neck. He falls to his knees on the ground, and he's no, you don't want to do this.
I do.
Jack. Try. He sort of falls further down onto the ground. You're still clutching his wrist. You see Sid start to shake and buck violently in the chamber. And he starts to go rigid. Color sort of returning to his face. You see like all these like little alerts and stuff going off on the chamber, on like the HUD on the chamber that's come up. And you can see like his heartbeat and stuff like showing up. You can see they're high. They're like over 100 on the heartbeat. Like it's very fast. On the glass, you can see antibodies released. As your father falls to the floor. You hear Sid kind of coughing. Your dad on the ground making this sort of squelched breathing, like. Was that your final doom track sign?
No.
Your final doom sign? Okay. Sid looks out at you kind of like in horror, and you know, he's trying to like raise up the glass or whatever.
I'll pull it up if I see him doing that.
Master Gray. What have you done?
I saved you. I saved me. I saved Estrella.
There's just silence. You can hear the alerts, but that's about it on the chamber. You see something flashing on your father's wrist.
What is that? And I go and look at it.
You see what appears to be a sort of thing. It looks like a watch. Looks like a watch. The face is kind of flashing on it. He's still making sort of muffled breathing sounds. Jack. Jack.
I look at the watch like thing.
Yeah, it says program activated.
I remove the watch.
So when you try to take off the clasp, it won't come off. It basically has some sort of lock on it, and it won't come off.
Or his hand's withered enough that I can just slide it off.
If you force it, maybe.
I'll take it off.
Yeah, you probably have to break something to make that happen.
Which, to be fair, might just finish him off.
You just hear Sid say, Master Gray, how could you? How could you? Jack, I've taught you better than this.
I know.
And that's where we're going to end the episode today.
Are you for real? Fuck. Wow.
I want my 45 extra minutes, Whack.
Holy shit. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much.
I actually thought that was your final doom sign. I was legit freaking out over my little corner of the world. I was like, this is it. I'm done. I'm never role playing again after this. This is awful.
Oh,
I've never seen PB cry that hard.
Oh yeah. I
I've-
thought you were dying. It was awful.
Oh my god.
So why don't we go around the room and do some...
I don't want to whack. I don't wanna. All right.
why don't we go around the room? Let's do some shout outs. Why don't we... That was a good session, everybody. Come on.
Yeah.
We're going to go around the room. We're going to do some shout outs and we're going to do some end of session stuff. Vio, why don't you start us off?
Hi. I'm mindfucked. I am VO. You can find me on twitch.tv/VO or on Twitter under the handle VOTCC. You can find me also on this show every Friday at 7 o'clock EST, and I play the character Lucy, and she's reformed and everything, and she's pretty badass according to this episode, which was super unexpected, but I'm super happy with how things went. And yeah, and such and stuff.
Yep. So you get to grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team.
I'm gonna go into my own image of myself.
Okay.
So I have to shift the label up and down. Okay, cool. And because I felt super shocked by my own performance at the whole, the testing grounds and whatnot, and I didn't expect to actually even like get one of the light things, and I got more than Super Ball guy, big ball. So yeah. Let me do the label stuff. That's me.
Which label do you think is up and which do you think is down? Did a lot of stuff with your powers today.
Yeah, I kind of want to up my freak, honestly, and maybe use my powers more often. But then, oh god, can something go into the negatives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can go
Is it
down
minus
to
1 or 2?
minus
Two,
2.
I think.
Minus 2 is the max for down, and positive
I'll-
3 is the highest that you can go up.
I'll take one down for mundane.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So you went up in freak 1 and down in mundane.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Nightcrow, goddammit.
I think you did superior instead of.
Oh, did I?
Wait, no. You're accurate right now. You're correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well done. PB.
I love you.
I love you too. Wrecked right now. Hello, I'm Pumpkinberry. I'm really glad that that was not your final sign. I was not having
She
a
said
good
that
time
in
over
Zoom
there.
chat.
I did.
and
I was like, this is it.
What the fuck?
Okay, well, to be fair, though, I was like, what are you doing? And you were like, I'm sorry, PB, Jack's done. And I was like, what does that mean? I was just, okay, you can't say something like that and then use your thing. And then, oh my God, okay, it's fine. I'm Pumpkinberry. You can find me here twice a week, Fridays, and then also on Tuesdays for Darkfire. And then the next Saturday, I will be GMing a horror story, which will be wonderful. And my end of session stuff is gonna be, oh goodness me, I'm gonna take influence away from Sam, and I'm gonna grow away from the team a little bit.
Okie doke. So
Sorry,
Sam, did you have
Sorry.
influence? You had influence over Estrella?
No.
Savage.
Oh,
so you
sorry.
can't use that one.
What
Okay.
does that do if that's
Actually, I think
lose potential.
No.
Yeah, we minus the potential.
Did you
gift.
not have influence over me? Or what? What? Okay. Okay. In that case, I will actually do the reverse, and I will give influence to Vio. I will grow closer to her.
Okie doke.
The hugs worked.
Yep.
Yes.
So you give influence to Lucy,
Lucy.
and you clear a condition or mark potential.
Yeah.
Can I clear condition wrecked for PB?
No.
Sorry, that is a
Damn.
lifetime debuff.
Until Jack dies, I don't know if that's gonna
Okay,
happen.
stop it. Like I can't, okay? Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, PB. Goobers.
Hi, I'm Goobers515. I'm also a little fucked up right now. That was all sorts of what? Variety caster, currently playing a decent amount of 7 Days to Die right now. We're going to be getting a community server up for tomorrow night. And we're going to be doing a movie tomorrow during the day. We're going to be watching Hot Fuzz together. So keep an eye on my Twitter, Goobers515. Follow Twitch at Goobers515. And if you guys can get the links in my Discord, I think my bot's still up on my channel, but hop in my Discord and you guys will be able to find out when and where. We're going to be doing that tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be doing plenty of that. But yeah, I do all sorts of stuff. I just got my studio, my art studio back together, and I'm bringing my new streaming computer for my art stuff to get it finally fixed up, ready to go. So hopefully we're going to see some more spray paint streams here real soon. So fingers crossed for that. I play Phonic Fighter, and he is just got done with a concussion, and his aloofness just made Estrella really sad, and it hurts me because it's what would have happened, but it still sucks. I still hated doing it. But as far as my end of session, I think I'm gonna grow into the image of myself, especially with recovering from some crazy battle, which nobody's really told me anything about yet. I don't really know how it went down. and my follower count went up by a substantial amount, which obviously means that I'm doing pretty good. So I'm gonna definitely do that. And I'm gonna shift. Let's see here. I'm going to shift my savior down and my freak up.
Okay. Fair enough. Dan.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm fantastic. Getting the shit that Jack wants done. I'm Domestic Dad. I play Jack Gray, the leader of Gray Industries. Is that what that?
Oh, how dare you!
And Jack is growing into the image of himself. Savior is going down.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And danger is going up.
Yeah.
The other part of the doomed character class is progress against their nemesis. I kind of almost feel like Blight's nemesis was defeated.
It's interesting that you feel that way.
Yeah.
That's a feeling, not a confirmation. We didn't hear him have his last breath.
I'm also still
God.
with him.
True. Karate chop.
Yeah, basically. I also broke his arm while he was barely alive. That usually sends people into shock.
You definitely made progress. That's for damn sure.
Some serious fucked up shit, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've definitely made progress. Absolutely.
Okay.
Does that mean you go back in your Doom track?
Oh no, I just get potential.
Oh, what?
No, I just don't mark a Doom point if I make progress, and I get a potential. That's it.
Cool.
So anyway, I'm Jack, the happiest of characters. I saved Sid. That's all that matters.
Intriguing. Jay.
Hello. I think I'm gonna give does Copper have what's it called? Influence? Do you have influence, Lucy? Over me? You're muted.
Oh, what?
Oh, no, you're not.
Nope. There we go.
I can't remember. Because I want to.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to make sure that wouldn't have influenced.
Yeah.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I took it away because you were a dick last time.
I'm giving her influence back.
Okie doke. And yeah, you get to clear a condition or mark potential.
I'm going to mark potential. And hello, everyone. I'm Jay. Thanks, everyone, so much for watching Identity Crisis. Just real quick, it's actually been super awesome. I just found out about the rival school RP show that's also happening. So thank you guys so much for supporting the show and being so crazy about it every week. It's awesome. I play a lot of World of Warcraft, and I drink coffee almost every day at noon. You guys should stop by sometime, and don't forget to use your Twitch Prime here.
Here, use it here.
Here.
Use it here.
Right here. Right here.
Also, I just got gifted a sub. Look at that, Mr. Brotato.
There you go. That's how you do
Check
it.
out the Patreon.
Mr. Brotato. I also DM a show here Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It's called Tablestory Ragtags.
How does the paladin not notice the monster? I mean, I know it was a crit one, but what was that? I laughed so hard.
That was great. You guys should go see the friendliest spectator you've ever met in your life. Thanks for watching tonight, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jay. I'm Wacksteven, and I am the GM of Doom. I have dragged these guys successfully kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Hooray! Oh, what an adventure. What an adventure.
You're going to have to add crying to that.
It was an interesting episode. A lot of stuff happened. And oh man, there's a lot more coming. I hope you guys are excited already for next week. Because I'm just saying.
Yeah?
What are you saying?
It's going to be a little insane. So I hope that people are prepared for definitely a very intense time. I'm just, giving you a heads up.
I didn't fuck with anything.
I mean, listen, next weekend in general is going to be crazy because Friday, we've got another Identity Crisis. On Sunday, Spark of Eternity. And then on Monday, we've got, on Saturday, we've got a PB show that's going to be starting next Saturday. And Spark of Eternity on Sunday. And then on Monday, we've got the start of the Judge Dredd show. So 2 shows. 2 are coming your way. 2 new shows.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you so much for your support, everybody. Thank you. If you guys like the idea of us having small, shorter shows with guest DMs on this channel, one of the ways that you can help support that is by hitting our Patreon goal of $1,000. We're only about $200 away from that, and if you make that happen, I'm just saying, PB may or may not be a guinea pig. I'm just saying. Maybe a little bit. Thank you, as always, chat, for being wonderful. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being invested. Thank you for doing crazy amounts of your own Identity Crisis stuff. It's really phenomenal. Thank you for the fan art and fan fiction. Just being great. We appreciate you. Thank you to Jay. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Goobers. Thank you, PB. And thank you, Vio, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And yeah, get wrecked by this music on the way out. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. You have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Peace out. Good night.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.